guess, first, and that's what I was trying to get happen.
Hey everyone,
Hello.
welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Hoist the Colors.
Hello.
Hi.
Yar.
So
Yeah.
I updated OBS before we went live, so now none of my fun little buttons are working.
So we'll see you in the next crash.
Oh no, it should be fine. Like if it's
From
gonna
there,
happen.
That silence was quite frightening.
Oh look, it'll be fine, okay? It's fine. I have enough space on the drive, everything is updated. As I quickly recheck my drive. But how is everyone?
Yeah, alright.
Doing well. Doing well.
Always a good
Good.
start to things.
Recovering from having my appendix removed, so.
Still feeling itchy?
Have you
More
asked if they
itchy.
can put it back?
Then, oh my goodness, it's so itchy. It's so itchy. And I can't scratch it.
No, because it's on the inside.
No, these are actually my stab wounds that I can't scratch, because they're stab wounds, so.
You got stabbed? Oh, you mean from the surgery.
Yeah, for the surgery.
Yeah, gotcha.
Hey, Matt.
I mean,
Hey,
Never
yeah.
it's
mind.
still
That's
being
good.
stabbed.
You fixed the problem, don't worry.
Yeah, no.
Hey, Matt, second question.
Yeah.
What's with the title?
What do you mean?
Dragon from the depths. Oh, I really hope this session doesn't drag on.
What do you mean, what's with the title?
How do I take hero points away from someone?
I don't think that's quite how it works.
Yeah, I think only Matt can take hero points from me.
I don't think I've ever actually taken hero points from someone. That feels like a punishment thing. And if I have to punish
Yeah,
a player in that
I
way...
don't think Raw you actually can.
No. Specifically for Sunshine. There we go.
I can't wait to die because of that.
It'll be fine, okay?
I'm gonna guilt trip Nick so much.
It's kind of hard.
I got told at work that I have no soul.
That seems a
That's
little
weird.
rude.
You're not even a ginger, though.
Jesus Christ, Sam.
Hey, man. There's a meme. I'm gonna do the meme.
Is it meme?
Is it a meme? I don't know.
I think it's just
Yes, because
mean.
it's stupid. It's not true.
Yeah.
But in the context of Pathfinder, it becomes a bit more interesting.
Hmm.
No,
Because what
I'm
does
not going
happen if a demon or a devil does try and then take their soul? And they're like, yeah, sure, you can have my soul. And then they
do
just get
automatons have a
swindled.
soul? I thought, like, automatons don't.
No, they do.
It depends.
Dan would say yes.
They are powered by a magically infused soul box.
I thought that, it was just androids that had a soul.
So according
more
to
you
the
know.
Galarian lore for automatons, some of them are the souls of the people that lived in the Jiskin Imperium before it fell. Some of the automatons, it's an elemental of some sort, and for some of them, it's a demon, because the Jiskin Imperium did that a little bit before they fell as well.
They
Well,
ran out
I'm
of people.
glad that none of them are demon engines like in Warhammer, because that's terrifying. Sure.
Oh,
shit
Now I
can move there.
really want to create an automaton that's just got that, Discworld like mini demon inside that just pulling on all the hands and legs like levers.
I'm gonna prove Sam wrong real quick.
See, that would be
Like the
fun.
bit where Two Flowers camera pops open, it's just this like speed painting demon inside.
Little imp.
Yeah,
Or
the imp, yeah.
later on in this series, the Disorganizers.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Bingly beep.
It's
I
such a
know
great way of explaining
canonically-
technology. It's just like there's just a little guy in there that's just doing it.
I know canonically SROs in Starfinder don't have a soul or rights. So,
Oh.
yeah,
Well,
they've got it rough.
Do you remember when Star Wars like briefly flirted with the concept of like rights for droids in Solo?
yeah.
Oh, I fucking loved her.
Yeah, I thought that was the best
Justice
thing
for-
in Star Wars for a really long time, and then it turned out that the whole thing was kind of just, not
Oh
ever picked up
no,
again.
Nick, that's not it at all.
Because whenever
That's the closest they
in
get.
the Star Wars universe, whenever a droid is starting to get a little bit too independent, they just kind of reset their brain, and everyone's kind of like, this feels skeevy, but it's fine because they're robots and we built them.
That's why
They
R2
look at
is
HK7.
so independent and so sassy because he's never had his brain reset. Because he's got the best map of the galaxy
Yeah.
and like a bunch of other stuff in there, so they can't reset him.
If you went through all the things R2 went through in the prequel, you'd turn out like that too, though.
I
Also,
would.
let's be fair, I have this inkling that if anyone ever even suggested erasing R2-D2's memory in a serious manner, that person would just disappear.
They wiped 3PO. Seriously, like
Eh,
They
that's
wiped
a major
killing-
thing.
3PO is a
Made him
fucking
keep his
snitch.
anxiety.
I really wish they committed to killing 3PO off in the most recent Star Wars film. That would have been sick. That would have been awesome.
it would have had gravitas.
Yes, gravitas.
It's me,
I think-
3PO.
I think-
you may not
I
recognize
think,
me because of the red arm.
I really enjoyed when Palpatine returned. I thought that was really good. I really enjoyed the delivery of
Juliet.
somehow
Juliet,
Palpatine's return.
are you just intent on triggering me like all day today? Is that just
Oh, listen, I enjoy Star Wars because I find it a funny little romp, and I
It's
think
goofy
that was 100%. They got the direction funny little romp, and they were like, oh, we can make Palpatine return. Let's do that.
Apparently Oscar Isaac had a lot of trouble delivering that line with a straight face.
Obligatory.
Yeah, because he was delivering the best line ever written.
That's a great video. I like that.
He
video.
knew that would live in Star Wars memory forever.
No, be
He was
quiet.
going to be more famous than the last Star Wars guy.
Oh, come on. All I'm
I'm
saying
gonna
is
use the
that, like,
Force to heal my
silly
broken
little
body.
line delivery is like a pinnacle of Star Wars.
You do have to
Like,
be pretty
some
good
of the
at
most
it.
quotable lines. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. I don't like sand. Are you an angel? And people like those movies now, all I'm saying. So give it a couple years, people are going to be all over. There's going to be a sequel resurgence. There's going to be justice for the sequels.
Okay,
I mean,
hope
that
so.
in and of themselves, those movies are just so hard to watch. They're not
Yeah.
as a movie. They're not good movies.
There's a
but they're
I
fantastic
great
enjoy
fun.
watching them.
You need to check out a podcast called Blank Check. It's where a bunch of comedians talk about movies where the director had way too much creative control and like a blank check with which to make the film. And the first, 80 episodes are dedicated to the prequel trilogy. And they just they try to understand what the movies actually are about. Like, what are they trying to do? Like, what was George Lucas's aim? And it's really muddy, even with, the benefit of time and copious amounts of literary analysis. And it's like, what is that first film of The Phantom Menace in the prequel trilogy? Like, what is it trying to do?
Why does
trade
this
unions
exist?
are bad, and
Yeah.
aristocracy is good.
It's particularly apparent, like, how bad they are when you compare them to, say, like, the last couple seasons of the Clone Wars and basically every single episodic delivery they've had of Star Wars since the films.
Okay,
It's like,
all I'm saying
Why couldn't
is
you
that
just do
the
this?
last seasons of Clone Wars did not have enough political maneuvering for my liking, okay? I enjoyed the episodes where it was just Padme in the Senate trying to negotiate shit, okay? That is the best part about the prequels. When they're embargoing, Naboo for trade reasons. That shit, I'm into that. Okay,
Hey,
I think
Juliet.
that's great.
Juliet, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you watch Clone Wars
Yeah.
as a kid?
No.
No.
I mean I watched it as
It
like
was
sort of
it was before her time, you know.
mid-teen.
Mid-teens?
No,
So
it
high
was
school?
not. It was not before my time. It was, in fact, my parents didn't let me watch Nickelodeon.
That's fair.
But
That's
Because of
fair.
the
What did Naboo trade?
fish.
they were an importer. It was that they needed to import stuff.
Mm.
Right.
That's
They
You know
what,
that- you know that
that's what an
actor-
a wealthy
embargo
nation.
worked.
Two
The actor-
sentient species, not enough shit.
Exactly. The actor that played Chancellor Valorum only signed up to do Phantom Menace because he had a crush on Natalie Portman since she was in Leon in the Professional when she was like 12. It's like, dude, you just said that out
Yeah,
loud.
don't say it. No.
He's like, oh yeah, as soon as I heard Natalie Portman was on board, I was like, hell yeah, I've got a crush on that girl. It's like,
Okay, well, out of Star Wars with you.
So,
So old too.
so
no,
Star...
Chancellor Valorum, the guy that got booted out by Padme because of the vote of no confidence.
Yeah, the guy who before Palpatine.
Yeah.
He's also old.
Well, I mean, I had difficulty placing his age because he was the alien dude. He didn't, you know.
No, he wasn't. He was the
He's
human
a
guy.
human.
So
Alright.
I'm probably going to be running Starfinder 2 in the future. Just putting that out there. You know,
We're
when
gonna
it's
make
ready.
it super political.
Oh, the Lord.
The
Only
guy with
if
the
I
blue
can do
tentacles
space
was not the
politics.
Chancellor. He was the he's the Chancellor's best friend,
Anytime-
so to speak.
Anytime I'm in space, I want to do space politics, okay?
Well,
What about space
Best
crimes?
kind of politics.
the best kind of space crimes are space politic crimes. Anyway,
Yeah, probably.
so a quick announcement before we switch to tonight's game. Because we've spent like 10 minutes talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
It's
night,
gonna be the most watched part of the VOD.
Tomorrow night.
7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, we will be premiering Gatewalkers,
Ah,
What?
where Nick will
How do you
also
walk
be in
through
that
gates?
game. But
I am eternal.
That's a difficult thing to do. That's like a whole turn worth of actions. You got to walk up to the gate, then interact to open the gate, and then walk through it. Whew.
yeah, but someone else
That's
interacts
a
to
lot
open
of
the gate
action.
for you. Like they ready the action to like open the gate.
It says specifically in the book that if your GM feels it's more appropriate to have the door opening as part of the move action, you can combine two actions for the purposes of
Oh yeah, and most
letting
people's
that
house
flow a bit
rule
better.
is most people's house rule is
What?
you sacrifice 5 feet of movement for it.
Yeah.
But
I like how, you know, they
that's
use
a
that as an
door.
example of an exception that GMs are, you know, permitted to take if the context, you know, makes sense. Like, that's the only exception that the community accepts because it is the example that's used. Yeah, okay. Let's just have Paizo just write out every possible permutation of that kind of attitude, and then, yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's Paizo has to do that, don't they? God.
Mm.
Thank you for answering that, Mater. But yeah,
But
Gatewalkers.
is your free hand for a bow what is technically used to wield it?
God.
No, it's not.
No.
You'll find many people will disagree on that notion.
And those people are wrong.
I mean, if you're using the free hand for like something that's a sustained thing, then yeah, you can't shoot with the bow then. But like, you can't climb a wall with a free hand if you're permitted to do so, and then shoot the bow while you're climbing. Like, that doesn't work because it's no longer a free hand at that point.
Oh God.
You-
More than one.
Isn't the longbow a two-handed weapon?
Bows
it's
are
one
1+,
plus. It's one
Yeah.
plus. Okay. Okay.
because you have a
Alright.
free hand.
And
so
the
that you can
action
use that free hand
to
do
reload and
everything
shoot an
else.
arrow is not considered changing your grip. Like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it would be really annoying if it was.
So, who remembers what happened last week?
We fought
Octopus!
a big old kraken.
Was it a kraken?
We
it was just
left-
a giant octopus.
It was
It was
just
a
a giant
kraken.
octopus.
It was crackalacken, as the kids say.
We left that one cove with the people that were not Dragon, but we were chasing sexing dragons, And then as the octopus showed up, we saw a sexing dragon. Was that we did? I'm pretty sure we saw
No, it
her
was-
as the octopus attacked.
Yeah, we saw her afterwards. And I could not sex the dragon once again, which I find
That's right.
very frustrating.
I mean, multi-class bot. That's how it works, isn't it?
No, Matt. One of these days, we're gonna be closer to the dragon, and I am going to get an answer to my question.
No, I'm looking forward to it because it'll be like recall knowledge. Okay, you succeed. You get one question, and your question is, "What is the sex of the dragon?"
What bits does it have?
Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be, Matt.
Weird flex,
Matthew,
but
I
okay.
am that committed to
What's
this
in the
bit,
cloaca?
okay?
Matthew, you have the chance to do the greatest gender reveal party known to man. Just a colored fireball. It's a boy.
When it does its breath weapon attack, it's tinted in a particular color.
Also, this is a kraken.
Yeah,
It
that's a
looks
giant
like what we
octopus.
fought, yeah.
But I feel like it should be bigger. That's just me. I also think the picture should be a lot more dramatic.
Where's you
that's
should
the
put
big
up the giant
picture.
octopus for comparison.
That looks like a kraken that stepped on some seaweed. It's like, ooh.
He touched sunshine.
Beaks are weird.
And here is the giant octopus for comparison.
Yeah, the same.
Oh, that's
I
right.
see no
He was
difference.
wrestling a shark.
Well, one of them is squid based and the other one's an octopus.
They're the same.
Such
What
a
about the
bad-
giant cuttlefish?
Like,
Let's go
But
through all
actually
the
have a token.
cephalopods.
Do they have like a little fish? See, now I'm curious.
cuttlefish is so great.
How do you spell
Easily top 10 animal. Cuttlefish is a sea.
Did you know
L-E.
that
it? It is not in the book.
cuttlefish, there are there's two dimorphs of male cuttlefish, very big male cuttlefish and very little male cuttlefish. And the big male cuttlefish will secure a territory with a bunch of female cuttlefish in it and run out all the males. And what the little male cuttlefish will do is they will cross-dress and be femboy cuttlefish and sneak into the territories of the bigger males and screw their girls behind their back. Fun fact.
Well,
Where did you come across this information?
Blue Planet. I think it's the Coral Reefs one, but I may be wrong on that one.
I
think it's
want
Blue
to see
Planet
this
2
play out
Corals
between
Reef.
furries.
I was gonna say, I don't think David Attenborough used that particular language for it.
no, it was all
He did
subtext.
not.
It was all subtext.
He called them female boys. Here we see
Moving
the
on.
femboy cuttlefish.
Moving on. So, you fought an octopus. There were other things that happened. Do anyone remember the other thing that happened?
gonna visit
I
him.
saw a hag
Middle
run
lady.
off.
Did not like that lady.
You didn't like that
It's a
lady?
bad lady.
What was
She's a
wrong with the
bad
lady?
I liked her.
She didn't like me.
She had pointy ears and she was like, man, that lizard guy, I think he's cool. And
Oh,
but I'm gonna
right. We
call
met
him
the
a
night
rude
of
word and not explain it.
Euphorta.
Yeah, no, Mosh liked her, but then felt like she was dissing him. And then,
She did.
She did diss him.
Yeah.
It's exactly what she did at the
And
end.
she was returning from probably killing crown people. We didn't succeed our recall knowledge checks, so we can't be sure, but based on the information that we did have, it seems very likely she was killing crown people.
It's pretty possible, yeah. Like, it's not
It
not
seems
possible.
the most likely option.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably go with that. Though it's going to be really interesting when someone else runs this adventure path and they come across that section and just be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Wow, getting into the geopolitics of the world.
Well, no,
Yeah, I
it's
remember
just
we said that in space somehow.
that particular encounter can go very differently.
Oh, could we have killed her?
No.
Oh.
Not with that attitude.
Well, that's very true. But with having a slight visit from a knight of Youthwater and having fought a giant octopus, which was a pretty intense fight. Did anyone actually get close to death? I think we got one or two people.
I think Mosh got low, maybe, but that happens to Mosh all the time.
It
So
does.
I just sort of forget.
Kind of Mosh's MO.
Yeah.
Can you polymorph into a talking donkey? I'm not actually sure. I know wizards can't turn into angels.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's because angels are good and wizards are evil.
Apparently.
Wizards are inherently evil.
Yeah, there's a whole like ring of hell just for sorcerers and spellcasters.
Man, Dante's real rude. Why are we
mean, I
unbinding
think-
him again?
If I had to guess, the lore reason is that devils are more willing to grant people their power grant mortals their power in hopes that it entices them to make deals, whereas angels are pretty protective of their copyright.
Yeah, Faust would have been a different situation if it was an angel.
Yeah, but
Who's Faust?
guy who made a
Devils
deal
are
with
less
the devil.
protective of their IP.
But at the same point, if someone's on, a path to disaster or evil, and like an angel shows up and goes, "Hey, I'm your guardian angel. We're gonna grant you like angel powers, so that you can
I
be
would
more
be
holy
like-
and stuff."
No, weirdo. Why are you trying to give me angel powers? I'm a wizard. I have all the power I need at the palm of my hands because you'd be hubristic because you'd be a wizard.
Not all
And
wizards are
everyone knows that's
hubristic.
like the number one trait of wizards.
Not every wizard. Some wizards are very humble.
Name one wizard that's not.
Name one wizard that's not Matt.
Sal
The
is
fish
very.
wizard that I'm making.
Sal, I can kill the Phoenix Empress.
No, he said.
Wait,
I
is her
have-
name actually the Phoenix Empress and you thought you could kill her?
He had a plan.
Yes.
Hint
Yes,
is very
he
much in the
did.
name, my dude.
He had a plan, and if he
Douse her with water first.
was allowed to fulfill his plan, he would have succeeded. That's not hubris. He was a high-level wizard.
You just said the same
He
thing
was
twice.
just hubristic. He wasn't hubristic, he was just hubristic.
It's not hubris, it's just hubris.
It's just
Yeah,
like
it's
arrogance.
it's not hubris. I just think I'm better than everyone, even the gods.
She's not a god. She's a Phoenix Empress.
She's a demigod.
Yeah, so she's only half a god, so she can be punched and killed. I'm just saying.
Don't think she had a stat block.
We have wasted almost a half hour.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Matt. We can't
Very
start.
important.
So, what are people doing on the next leg of this journey?
Healing.
Healing?
Sailing.
I realize there's a slight kind of what's the word? One note quality to Mosh as a character. In that I don't have anything to do aside from hitting things. So I don't have any downtime activities that is worth shit to this crew.
I
So if
think
someone
you
could give me a
should,
menial task that I don't need to roll for, that would be ideal.
I think you should see if weather is coming up. Like, see
Yeah.
how the weather's gonna be in
How's
the
the
next
weather, Matt?
couple days.
Survival
Let's
check, I
just
think,
do
for you. You're a protect the
Lovely.
weapon.
And you want this for my navigation roll. It's public.
2d8.
So just do an athletics check for the hell of it,
That's a
because I like rolling
success.
big numbers.
Look, kudos, I didn't reset them after last week. That's why everyone's been set back to one each.
I do not have a point. Matt has a villain point specifically to use against me.
Yep.
I basically have a negative hero point. I'm marked for death.
The black spot, one would say.
Ew.
I no longer have any hero points.
Oh, yeah.
And Matt, do I need alchemical crafting to craft alchemical items?
Yep.
Specifically, yes.
That's so bullshit. Ugh.
As
Feat taxes. I thought they were supposed to get rid of feat taxes in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. Hey, long distance archers, do you want to
Really?
do your long distance stuff? You need to pick up point blank shot.
you sure about that?
Look, we have already had a very long discussion about other things this session. I'm not getting into Inventor right now.
Yeah, do it, Matt. Do it.
Okay, cool. So we navigate. That's a success because it's a failure, so it's a success.
Yep.
Hope this helps. I have a cool feat right here instead of alchemical crafting.
I mean, you could retrain the feat if you like.
Absolutely not, Matt. That's a rad feat.
And the amount of times where you would have failed on the navigation check otherwise. It's come up a couple of times now. But, Mosh, you got a 36 for athletics. What are you doing?
Just rolling. Just flexing.
Just flexing?
I will
Pretty.
help patch up ship with my athletics.
Well, I did have
In terms of lifting swag around.
Lifting swag around. I did have a question for Mosh. How is Mosh kind of handling an encounter with a Knight of Youth Order?
Look, he's not particularly worldly, so this is like the first time he's ever heard of that faction. He's at that stage where he's just like, wait, why would someone not like me despite having never met me? Like, who's making assumptions about me? That's weird. And starting to think, hang on, is it normal that I like getting hit so much? Am I broken? What's going on there? So he's starting to have some sort of some doubts about his whole shtick and why other people don't seem to like getting hit as much as he does.
The rats love getting hit, so...
Oh yeah, he's
Do
like,
they?
yeah.
Do they
He's into
though?
the rats as well.
Oh, well, they don't mind.
Or is it
Yeah,
just
they keep coming back.
or is it just particular rats always make it out alive?
Yeah. None of the rats
is it- or
survive,
is
so
it
they
just
can't
that-
warn the others.
Or is it just that the rats press gang other rats into it?
Oh, absolutely. I think we've already
It's a
established
big
canon.
pyramid scheme, and Sunshine is at the top of the pyramid.
God. Oh, thanks.
It's like
I hate it.
LuLaRoe. If Sunshine was the head boss, babe.
So, Mosh is kind of starting to question a couple of things.
Yeah.
That's
Mainly
fair.
like, why would someone not like me? That's so weird.
I'm lovable.
Yeah. I'm adorable. I'm freaking adorable. And I'm helpful. Look at all these heavy logs I'm lifting.
I'm carrying crates from one side of the ship to the other. That's useful, right?
Yeah.
Almost
I'm
tripping over
carrying
Wendy.
heavy
At
rope
some
covered in
point.
tar. This is great. Yeah.
If you're listing, it's very helpful to move heavy things from one side to the other.
Cost-effective ballast. I mean,
But
But apart from that, I'm also predicting the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the weather seems like it's going to be pretty clear for the next little while.
Yeah.
Let us sail on to the deep part.
To the deeper part.
I assume that's where we're headed.
Oh,
The
right.
place
and
where my
dragons.
littoral lore will become even less applicable.
My plan all along is coming to fruition. I need better plans. The days pass, and you kind of, as more and more of the landscape kind of drifts out of view.
Days passes.
Yes, you'll all be fully healed. you're fine. You do start to get that whole, when are we going to see land again? All of you are pretty well.
Rats are free roaming at this point, by the way, Matt. So if you can have them out next time we start combat, I just would appreciate that.
Easy done.
Okay.
Once again, though, Mosh isn't quite used to sailing, is he?
No.
I mean, he's been sailing with us for ages at this point.
Yeah, but I feel like it's probably the longest stretch of time since we've been off, out in the open sea.
Yeah, and this is probably one of the first times where Mosh has been not just on the open sea, but open sea without any land around.
Yeah. You have to remember that Mosh also spent, up until this point of his life, like 98% of his life on the same little stretch of coast.
And then we were like, you can hold a really big anchor. You want to come on our ship?
Want to join
I'm
us?
still not entirely clear on why he joined up, but,
We press ganged him into it. Sunshine press ganged him.
Sounded like a good idea at the time.
It was superliminal. Hey, join the crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah.
But the days will continue to pass. And eventually, one evening, a storm will begin to roll in.
Oh, goody.
What about it?
Who was in
How's it
charge of the
happening?
weather?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't our weather device predict this?
Look at it. Look at it.
It's getting dark. I can't see.
Oh no!
It's like those nighttime filters they had for cameras back in the old days, because they couldn't shoot at night because they couldn't see anything. So how else other than just put a dark filter over your camera in full daylight?
That's the only way we can do this.
Yeah, because you need a shit ton of light to burn into the light, the silver crystals.
I take out my ever-burning torch, which has been just quietly, just burning away in my backpack this entire time.
If
Does
I
that sound good for your backpack?
remember
Fine.
right, you can turn it off and on.
Generates no heat, no oxygen, so I just wrap it up in a little cloth and put it in my bag when I don't need it.
Yeah. But a storm does start to roll in. And Mosh, you know this storm to be very much unnatural.
I did not detect this on my weather sense fence. This is a. Is my light actually penetrating the darkness then? Of the storm.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Can I recall knowledge on the storm, Matt?
You absolutely can.
I'm pretty sure we've interacted with this storm before when I rolled that nat 1 on my navigation check. Does that give me a bonus to recalling knowledge? And would you want navigation lore or sailing lore? What would you want for this?
Give me gonna say sailing lore actually.
Okay, and can I hunt the storm as my prey?
No, you cannot.
Okay. I was expecting that might be a yes that time, so.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to be fighting a storm giant at this level.
Oh, would it be a storm
I'm pretty
giant?
sure this is the I'm pretty sure this is the magical dragon storm that definitely didn't wreck Archie and Sola that one time. And I definitely didn't accidentally steer us into once.
Yeah, Matt, my perception checks to try and see the big man.
The big man himself?
The big man in the storm, yeah.
Unfortunately, you do not see him.
Unfortunate for him. I have lasers now.
Just stop pew-pewing.
Yeah.
That makes Sir Isaac Newton the most dangerous.
Archie and Mosh, what are you doing?
Sailing the ship?
Give me a sailing lore check then.
Sailing lore or piloting?
Ooh. Why are you ruining my fun like this? Yes, it is a piloting check.
Well, because one's significantly better than the other. almost like it's kind of what I'm meant to do. Told you.
Wow.
We're so piloted.
You're so piloted.
Thanks to Archie's excellent command skill.
Started to batten down the hatches and getting the crew
He may
ready
not
as
be
the
very
storm starts
good
to
at the
roll
helm
in.
himself, but he's very good at getting everyone else to do their jobs.
Wendy actually comes up onto deck and says, "Hey, so I can't interact with this wind."
Does this probe an Arcana check, Matt, or is this a nature check?
This would be an Arcana check.
Do we have oars?
No,
We should have
That's an
oars.
excellent question. I believe
We should do. If we were a serious ship, we'd have oars.
I don't.
believe we have
don't think-
maybe oars.
This
We should have
I've seen
oars.
Pirates
But
of the
I don't think
Caribbean.
there's-
We should have oars.
We don't specifically have them listed in the inventory,
So,
but as
this
part of
particular
what a
design
boat
of
has,
ship, this particular design of ship does not have the built-in capabilities for oars.
Can I get
Yeah, I
down
think that's why
to
we
the
have
rudder
Windy,
start
so we
really,
don't
really
need
fast?
oars.
What was that?
Can I just start? I just want to get down to the rudder and start kicking really fast.
Can I,
With your
Where's-
body
where's
type, you should do the
Joe
side to side like a
Sea,
crocodile.
Sea Fish Man. I don't actually remember his name.
Fisheye
I probably
Joe?
wrote it
Fisheye
down.
Joe.
Fisheye Joe. Yeah, where's he right now?
He'll just kind of be. You go and find him, and he's kind of
Yeah.
sitting in that, like the area where he's kind of not cornered off, but where he's kind of set up, and it's this weird phenomenon where he's swaying in time with the boat. So, despite the motion that's happening, he looks to be still. And,
Our Mr. Joe.
and otherwise, he just seems to be happily meditating.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Mr. Joe.
What?
But may I have a word?
Before he opens his human eye, his fisheye kind of swivels around to look at you.
This was a fact that I had forgotten, and I'm upset that I have now been reminded of it.
But he opens up, both of his eyes and looks at you and goes, what can I do for you?
You seem to be a knowledgeable man of the sea. You wouldn't happen to notice there seems to be some sort of magical storm outside that our friend Mosh didn't predict. We do seem to be on course according to all my navigational abilities. So I'm just wondering, is this normal for where we're headed? Is this normal ecological behavior?
He seems to ponder for a moment and goes, well, it's not unusual, especially on the open ocean. However, let me have a look.
No, it is unusual, particularly on the open ocean.
He goes above deck and kind of starts to
I
Fisheye
follow
machines.
him.
Fisheye Joe spreading fake news about the weather.
I trust Fisheye Joe.
Someone has to.
Fisheye Joe
He's
has...
really weird.
He is really
I'm
weird.
really weird.
You gotta stick together, yeah? Yeah?
Oh, I was gonna say, if none of us trust him, he technically can't betray us.
I mean, that is one way to put it. Archie, with your Arcana check, this definitely does feel like a weather manipulation thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you happen to know that hag covens, in particular, have the ability to do this.
Does it seem like this might have been this might be work done by some similar hag to the one that lightning bolted Solar,
Potentially, yes.
or at least similar ability?
And look at that, you're all in a line. What?
I love that.
But yes, this does seem to be a magical storm.
Does it seem that this magical storm is here to hamper our progress, or is just here to specifically obscure something else?
You get the sense that it's trying to hamper your progress.
Right, so we should just keep pushing on course. Gotcha.
Joe will
I
say,
mean, we should probably take in some sail, but
I'm assuming you did that as a part of the natural 20. Like, all precautions for navigating a storm, that's been done.
yeah, I was just being facetious.
Joe...
He's being fishy. Get him.
Joe will say, look, Captain, you are sailing into that storm, right? Because we're on the right course.
Am I sailing into it at the moment as per the directions I've been given from our navigator?
Yes.
I wouldn't have changed course, and the course led us straight into it.
That's why Fisheye Joe's familiar. Because it's Fisheye Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
From what Nick's posted.
That's wall-eyed pike.
Oh. Why is Fish... you know what? Keep going. Ignore me. I never talk sense.
It's fine. I won't hold it against you.
Just call me Dead Tom from now on.
Joe will say, look, you keep sailing, I'll see what I can do about this storm. And he starts to mumble something under his breath as he walks to the bow of the ship.
I would like to identify spell.
Give me a occult check, Sunshine.
Amazing. I'm hunting. Wait, that's a recall knowledge specifically, and this isn't a recall knowledge. Is identify a spell blind?
Yes.
Okay.
Matt,
Yeah.
what's the storm god's name again?
Krafum?
Cool. Could I, using bullhorn, 500 feet into the air?
Yeah.
Grafum. Hey, Grafum.
What makes you think he's up there?
Bitch.
Hey, you, hey.
Give me a religion check, Sola.
Anyone do the hey listen? Really good.
Hey, listen.
Oh, listen.
Oh god.
Hey, listener.
That threw me right off. Excellent.
Did I
Oh god.
figure out what he's doing? What Fisheye Joe is doing?
Well, for one thing, what he's mumbling under his breath is something along the lines of sea-logged bitches.
Fair enough.
Love it.
We're helping.
Otherwise, it does seem like he's preparing some sort of counter magic.
We're gonna watch him.
Yeah.
I'm still not entirely unconvinced that one of these hags isn't his mom.
Sola,
Hey.
you did a religion check calling out Krafum.
Specifically to call him a bitch, yes.
Can't wait for Sola to just get struck by lightning.
That's not much of an argument.
Well, as you continue to kind of approach the storm, there is a breeze that starts to pick up from the back of your ship as another storm cloud begins to gather. And we start to hear thunder. But there is something unusual about the thunder, in which it seems to be having the pattern of footsteps.
It's coming after you, Sola.
Just that slow nodding and just like, how can we make the ship go faster? No, wait, I'm gonna train my sights on that new storm and start powering up a laser. Let's see who wins.
Meanwhile,
Fire beats water, right?
right?
Yeah.
That's how this works. Meanwhile, Joe will be at the bow of the ship, chanting, quite loudly at this point.
The rats are gathered around his ankles, just sort of looking at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking at him really hard and they know how to take direction.
Yeah.
For his part, he doesn't seem to pay much attention to the rats around him. But for those who are paying close attention to him, you will notice that his eyes are starting to fill with darkness, would be the best way to put it.
Inky blackness, even.
Inky blackness would suggest a color or a shade. It's like his eyes just disappear into void.
Oh my god, he's turning Van to black.
But as he continues to chant, we see the clouds before us start to stutter as they begin to stop moving towards you.
Matt, how powerful of a caster would you need to be to do this sort of thing?
Well,
I hate that question as a GM. Like, fucking take your story beat and get out of here.
well, no, it's a case of you'd have to be powerful enough to counter the control Weather Witch roll.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it comes down to. And it's not a simple feat, but at the same point, he's not doing a 6-second spell. This is long extended chanting over a long period of time.
Yeah, I was just curious.
And it does seem to be taking its toll on him, as he seems to be swaying a little bit more.
Becoming more fishy.
Well, give me a perception check. You can get a +1 circumstance bonus because your rats are also kind of staring him down.
Oh my goodness, I get an aid from the rats. He's my hunted prey, but this isn't to seek. Ugh.
You're just getting a general vibe check. It's fine.
I know. To, like, sense motive or probably would be the closest. Definitely not to seek, so I don't get my +2 bonus.
Aww. You are noticing that... Well, look. We'll put it this way. Whenever Captain Archie kind of casts some of his more, draconic...
Dragon-y spells, and he becomes a dragon.
Well, but it becomes a little bit more dragon-like. This seems to be a similar type of situation.
He's becoming fishy.
Like, there's definitely more fish scales kind of spreading across his body as he's doing this.
Neat.
And his kind of grubby coat that he wears is starting to kind of just slough off of his back.
His eyes become more bulbous.
You hear the word Innsmouth.
Yeah. He's got that Innsmouth look about him.
But as
Throw it back.
as he continues to chant, we notice, well, for those who aren't paying particular attention to Joe, I'm gonna probably go with Mosh here. You notice the stars start to dot out.
Oh.
There's
not good.
stars.
Not anymore.
I was gonna say we're in a storm. Bit difficult to see those things.
Well,
No, there's gaps in the clouds because of the counterspell thing.
Oh right, yes. I'm with you.
Okay. Do they appear to be dotting out in sequence or randomly?
randomly.
Fuck, okay.
Though, give me a perception check.
Certainly shall. Do that.
The sequence spells out nerd.
Yeah, it does.
No, I
appear...
was more concerned about like giant flying creature overhead or something like that. That's what I
Oh
was
right, yeah.
It does appear to be random.
Okay.
And
Good news, everyone. We do not have a giant creature flying above us. Just thought you should know.
And this is where some of the crew actually looks to the sky and goes, "Oh, okay."
I do not break my vision on Fisheye Joe.
There's just a lot going on right now, and I just want to reassure you all that at the very least, the worst case scenario of a huge fucking monster above our heads is not going to happen.
There is no huge monster, only a little bitch.
Plays end scene of Depth. Dredge, rather.
Of Dredge. And just as suddenly, the waves
the ocean
stop. The water goes still. Melody's wake is moving simply through pure momentum.
Ugh.
Or windy, you want to try some of the winds again?
Would you say that the wind is gone entirely, Matt?
At this point, yes.
Well,
Seriously, gang, we need to invest in
too
some
bad
oars.
for you. We're still moving.
Like I said, you still have momentum on your side here.
Well, even without the momentum, we're still going.
We've got a motor. It's just magical.
And
We only lose, what, 8/9 of our speed?
something like that. And as the waves start to settle, we get this uncomfortable sensation of all pattern to the water just stopping. As if it becomes just a void of darkness.
And grid
Ew.
lines.
A reflection of what is above being patterned across the water below. The sensation of all direction becomes lost.
Good thing I have a compass.
Compass ain't helping you too much here.
It tells me what direction is north, so I know which direction we're coming from and which direction we're going.
Fisheye Joe.
Suddenly,
I know where we came from and where we go.
Joe stops his chanting completely. And as he stops, he kind of puts his fist out and starts shaking it and goes, "Take that, you sea-logged bitches!"
Or you
Mosh
seem
is
to
going
have
to-
some sort of grudge.
Mosh is gonna grab something and just drop it over the side into the water. Like a little stone or something. I don't know if we have a stone on the ship. Just
You can
a thing.
grab sunshine.
No. Just something that's small and crits, just to see how big of a splash there is, because there's going to be a
copper coin.
splash. Yeah, copper coin, thank you.
As he kind of starts swearing at them, we notice the water begins to move again.
I did it!
Neat.
Joe will kind of walk from the bow of the ship a little bit unsteady on his feet and pat you on the shoulder, Mosh, and go, "You did it. You absolutely did it. Good job, son."
So just so you're aware, this particular shipping lane has a toll. It's 1 copper piece.
That's the spirit.
You should make a note of that. I feel like it's important.
He will make his way back below deck, unsteady on his feet now, as he kind of has to hold and brace against various items and objects in the banisters. He seems to have lost his sea legs, at least for the time being.
Does his fishiness seem to rescind now that he's done
A little
casting, or does it seem to be a permanent extension of the fishiness?
bit. It seems to have rescinded a little bit, but not all the way.
And he just needs to sleep, I'm sure.
Just needs to sleep it off. Restore those focus points, yeah?
Yeah.
But the storm ahead of you seems to have been disappeared. Or whatever chanting that Joe was doing has sorted and
Are the
settled.
stars back?
The stars, in fact, have returned. However, Archie, I need you to do a piloting check as there is a storm gathering behind you.
Yeah.
Because someone decided to call
indeed
the
there
God of
is.
Storms a bitch.
Rolled
I rolled
real
a
well on it too.
6. Do I
Ooh.
just re-roll it? No. Do I get? Does my +2 circumstance bonus for a hiring manager work here? I don't think I've got my status bonus from Blue on effect here, so that's 26 technically.
26 technically. Are you happy with that roll?
No, but
You gonna let it stand anyway?
Nick can always. I can be aided for a circumstance bonus.
I can aid with nav.
Definitely an option.
Let me roll for that. Public roll. Aided. Not a critical.
So 27 total.
27 total. Well, that will be a success.
Woo!
Hooray!
Solar,
Yo,
I do need you to make a reflex save.
you got it.
Are you getting
Did I
struck by
downgrade
lightning?
this from all of us taking a reflex save to just Solar?
Pretty much. We hear a crack of thunder off in the distance. This one seems to be a little bit louder than the others. Solar,
Hey,
for the next day, you will be deafened.
It kind of sucks ass.
that's hilarious.
Wait, is this the first time that a boon and a bane has come into play from a deity in any of these campaigns?
I think so.
Possibly.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I guess that's what you get for calling the storm god a bitch.
He is the
This
god
is
of
gonna
thunder.
suck.
He is
This
minor
is gonna
bane.
suck for everyone else.
What did Solar say?
This is gonna suck for everyone else.
Indeed.
But in the wake of
Indeed it
those
will.
events, how does everyone else kind of respond?
What?
Jesus, Matt.
I'm gonna
what you've
go
done.
in my pot and go into the ocean. In my pot.
Are you on the end of the knot thing? The speed calculator.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the name of it is, though.
Oh, it's literally just a rope that they toss out.
Yeah, it's
and
just a rope.
Count how many ropes go over the certain period.
Yeah.
No, I've got my own special rope that I have tied around my pot. It was tied to my bucket till my bucket got broken.
Yeah, and this, like, because it's the ceramic pot at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, the ceramic pot just isn't as good.
it's not.
No.
It is just some lady's pot that I stole, but
Like, it's fine.
it's not as good as my. It's not as good as my bucket.
Yeah.
I miss that bucket.
Archie. Specifically for you, the crew seems pretty unnerved by these events.
Yeah, this is pretty weird.
My
Which
dad
which
gave me
events?
that bucket.
The events of a god chasing after us to deafen Solar, or witches being bitches.
Well, Wendy especially kind of goes, well, no, it's more that we lost the stars for a couple of moments there. Like, Captain, look, I know we got the right reasons for doing this, but like, we're going after the Sunken Coven, and I'm not sure if we're like, what do we know about this guy?
That's a great question.
He's got a fisheye, and his name is Joe.
And look,
And he likes the void.
right? Like, I'm trying not to judge, but
Yeah, void missions are great. You get plenty of argon crystals there.
God.
Great place to
Look.
relic farm, too.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
Jesus.
seeing any
Just
crystals
don't-
falling from the sky.
Yeah, like it's not going to be too bad until all the stars are gone. I've killed Matt. Juliet's having fun.
No, it's
And
worse.
Jules is just not saying anything because she doesn't want to encourage it further.
Because I'm pretty sure that's an Ordis joke as well.
It is Ordis's joke.
Ah.
Well,
All
sort
my
of,
best jokes are gone.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Captain, look.
Hmm?
Is this the right play? Do you think we're
What is-
doing the right thing here? And yeah, Captain, the crew
I
is
would
looking
have
pretty
comments.
nervous.
I would have comments if I weren't in the ocean right now, but I made my bed, so I'm gonna lie in it.
I don't remember specifically what we were going to the sunken trench. No,
The Breathless Trench.
'cause
Breathless
they're,
trench.
we need them to figure out how to release Blue, I want to say.
As a
I
reminder,
think they're the people who imprisoned, like, they got teamed up with to imprison Blue,
yes.
because they want to hasten the end of the world.
The Breathless Trench was the site where she was cursed, and in order to break the curse, you have to return there. And then,
It's sort of like how in Pirates of the Caribbean 3, Calypso was bound with the help of Davy Jones. These people are the Davy Jones in that analogy.
I mean, it kind of works.
Indeed.
I don't know if this was an intentional reference by Matt in this plot line, but this is what I think about every single time we talk about Blue being trapped.
Oh, look, when I was preparing for this campaign, I watched Muppets Treasure Island and a hell of a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean. I make no delusions about that.
Great reference material.
What, we're going to be doing a pirate campaign with some supernatural elements thrown in there? What movies can I watch to get inspiration?
Battleship.
Fuck off. Maybe for Starfinder. But
For Red October.
Captain, how are you assuaging their concerns?
Let's cast Enthrall. I don't have that on my spellbook. Let's cast Confusion instead.
And to be fair, they did just see the stars in the sky wink out for a couple of moments. This would normally where I would be like, what's Solar doing? But
What?
What? Or roll a dice. Here we go. That's a dice roll.
that's a dice roll.
Yes, man. Great heads up on. Hey, Sam, you should probably prepare an impromptu speech to encourage the crew.
Well, to give you a little bit of time, Mosh, how are you responding to all this?
Look, I mean, if I'm gonna be completely honest, this is weird, but at the same time, a lot of things have been very weird recently. So until something presents itself to actually hit or like engage with it in any kind of meaningful way, I'm just gonna be waiting for Captain's orders.
That's fair.
Like, I'm just gonna keep sort of just, like, tapping into my weather sensor going, this ain't right, this ain't right, this ain't right, but, like, yeah. The best I can do is just keep spamming survival and nature checks, I guess.
No, that's fine.
Like I said, he's a very one-note character, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, Mosh has been through a lot, and now the crew seems to be questioning, you know, the motivations for doing all this. Or at least in particular for bringing a suspicious character aboard, shall we say?
Okay, they act like this crew is not full of suspicious characters, okay? Sunshine is on this crew.
Which is fair, but you know, there's
Sunshine
levels,
has a
yeah?
bunch of rats that he's coercively press-ganged into serving him. It's not necessarily like he's a normal person.
Yeah.
And also doesn't have a face.
And once again, it's a case of, yeah, no, the crew kind of understands that, but there's levels to suspicion and to what's,
Oh.
you know...
Like, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a little bit fishy, but, like, who isn't a little bit fishy? Especially with a name like Fisheye Joe. And a fish eye. And scales.
He used to have
and
a
maybe
proper name.
slightly gills.
Yeah, he kind of has gills. But, Captain.
We'll give it a shot. The last war ended with the sealing of the Azure Petitioner. And with that, our chances of communing with the sea efficiently and understanding the knowledge of how to defeat this Aurus beast was locked away. I mean, to undo said binding, so that we may best utilize what skills we have and tools, so that we might fight the crown and these wenches with the assistance and utilization of the most effective ship on the seas. The fishy guy, he's just guiding us there.
So, once we're at the destination, we can ditch him?
Arr. We'll be ditching him, and depending on how the seas go, the ship may be not sticking around.
They kind of...
We'll see how we get there.
They kind of
As
give a
in,
little bit of a
the
nod.
ship is not going down, it's going... You're sailing away from the trench because it's a shifty place.
Yeah. They kind of nod and they seem satisfied with that for now.
I'm glad Sunshine was in the water for the implication that they were going to leave Fisheye Joe behind. He's been nothing but useful so far. He's been a great friend.
He's also been...
I like to think he and Sunshine spend a lot of quality time together, just sort of looking weird.
Just looking weird together.
Yeah, looking really unnerving together.
Just the other crew being like, I hope they're not learning off each other. That would be bad.
Listen, I haven't had a slightly deformed father figure in a long time, okay? Ever since my last one left with his shark and never came back.
This would normally, for terms of the adventure path itself, There is a deep cooler archetype, but the only one who's really applicable for that, I don't think is going to pick it up.
Me?
Yeah, it's a spellcasting archetype. But
It is not on the books at all.
Fisheye Joe is capable of teaching people how to call upon the depths to alter their spells.
Remember when he
Dang,
tried
if only
to
I had
get me in his
spells.
cult?
Yeah. Well,
I mage-splained to him.
cult is probably a more gracious word than what he has. He doesn't have followers.
He's gang.
Oh, he's about to have one.
Oh god. This could possibly go wrong. However, the rest of the night will pass without incident.
Hooray!
As I transition back to daylight.
Yippee! I'm gonna be photosynthesizing, Matt.
Just photosynthesizing.
It's my top priority right now, because I just thought about the fact that we're going deep in the ocean and the light doesn't get there, and I was like, shit.
Gonna need to gather up some extras. Gotta do the Lexi equivalent of carbo loading.
Yeah, basically.
Well, when the morning comes, Fisheye Joe will make his way back up onto deck and say, "Cabin,
Yar!
we're almost there. Couple more hours."
Is there any, like, noticeable landmarks or indicators?
Not really. The water does seem to be getting deeper, as if you are reaching an area of the water that, for lack of a better word, has more depth to it. You're reaching, like, abyssal depths.
Damn, I
Just
didn't
out
have
of
my abyssal
curiosity,
rods.
is where we're going marked on my map?
Vaguely, in the same way that a lot of Uncharted Ocean is marked on your map. It's just
I
kind of
will
a blank space.
extrapolate from our course a few hours of travel and mark on my map Sunken Coven area in Draconic.
While you do that,
And I do a little drawing of a hag.
while you're doing that, give me a navigation check, Sunshine.
Yeah. Navigation. Do. We're pretty good at this, so.
You are pretty good at those. With your navigation check, I can let you know that you're pretty sure you have your heading and direction correct,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also noticing that space is seeming to distort slightly.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Like, the distances seem to be getting a little bit wonky. Like, you have the skills and the abilities to kind of make corrections accordingly. Like, navigating in a fantasy world is a lot different to navigating in our world. So you would have the skills to, like, make the adjustments, but...
Well, yeah, because I'm not just using survival. I'm
Yeah.
using navigation lore.
And it's occurring to you that this far from the ley lines, this far from any real land masses, it's kind of... the ocean is losing its geographical context.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't like this, Matt. I'm not happy about it. Sunshine is, in fact, very upset right now.
Once again, you're still navigating quite successfully, but there seems to be more ocean than there should be.
He's just really upset.
Yeah.
He just keeps checking. He, like, pulls out his astrolabe, checks. Checks his compass, checks his stopwatch, checks his map, goes back, and he just is cycling at this point, because he's really annoyed with that there's magic going on, and it's frustrating.
Joe will
Is
actually
it
see your.
getting
No, continue.
is it getting worse or better?
It's getting a little bit worse as you get closer to
Okay.
the trench.
Hate that.
Joe will come up to you, seeing your frustration, and go, Sunshine, sometimes navigation's more about the heart than it is about the items.
Or that's actually in fact not true. See, navigation is about maps, speed, uh, longitude and latitude. And really, if you have all of those things and a map, you can just figure out where you are and where you're going and how long it's gonna get you there. It's really not a matter of the heart at all. I don't even have a heart, so really not.
Well, look, Sunshine, I know you might not have a heart in the literal sense, but what about the map that's on your spirit? The forces that animate you. What do they tell you about all this?
I think back to before I was a plant person, and it's real hazy. Do you want me to roll a Leshy lore check, Matt?
You know what? That sounds like a good idea.
To get in touch with my Leshiness? Do you want this blind or public?
Public.
Yeah. I'm in touch with my Leshiness.
You do think back to the before time, and it's hard to do. Because as a spirit, as a nature spirit, particularly one of like underwater life, it's hard to kind of gauge even time or space in any real ways. But you do think back to the times when you were a plant and your only real concerns was, getting enough nutrients to get through the next day. And you weren't even sentient of that fact. It was just kind of what you did. And you do remember that your guiding point back then was always the sunlight. The sunshine. And that was the map that was always upon your heart.
I stare straight into the sun, Matt.
Raise the sun.
Joe will just go, jealous. I can't do that. Particularly with this, and he points to his fishy eye.
I photosynthesize harder, Matt.
The carboest of loads.
Because apparently that's what I need to be doing, so says Fisheye Joe.
He's just trying to give
He
you
seems-
friendly advice.
He seems very wise.
We suddenly
the ways
drift
of-
like
in the
10
ways of
kilometers off course because Sunshine's too busy
emotion.
looking at the sun.
I mean, we're keeping a straight heading. How hard can it be?
Captain Archie, while all this is going on,
Hi.
there is a general silence about the crew as they go about their work. Like, they're still doing it fine, all the work's being done. But there is a general vibe across the crew of that they're still a little uneasy about all this, kind of lost in their own thoughts. But otherwise, they're continuing with their work.
Gotcha. Is Sola still deafened?
She is, in fact, still deafened.
What?
Who saw that coming? I know I did.
Who?
Something?
I do appreciate that you're committing to the bit.
There is a real bane in that one.
As you continue sailing, it's about midday when the sun is directly above.
Mm-hmm.
When the water and
How long has Sunshine been staring at it?
I'm synthesizing so hard right now.
Probably for a while.
Has Sunshine popped out a fruit yet?
Nope. I can't do that. I don't have the feet for it.
Oh.
I both love and hate that there's actually a feat for it. Mostly because I haven't encountered it too much recently.
Yeah, it's you make a feat, you make a fruit, and you can heal your friends with it.
Yeah, it seems to be very popular amongst Leshy players.
I like gliding more, and being proficient with like 1 billion skills.
As I said, as you continue upon your journey and it's getting to midday, the water before you starts to move and split before it starts to swirl.
Okay.
I will
As in,
break
like,
my
it's a
attention
hazard?
from the sun, because this seems to be a thing I should pay attention to.
You don't have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to it, Matt.
The water splits, as in, like, Moses type water splits, or...
You know what? I have a good idea of how to do this.
Give me a religion check.
Matt's got an idea. Uh-oh.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. My ideas have never gone wrong, ever.
And yet we're still here. Whoa!
I'm getting pulled onto Maelstrom.
Whoa!
Oh.
A young brine dragon and a lady carry Siren Caller? Man. I wonder what her
Hello,
name
dragon.
is. Are we close enough to sex dragons?
Oh dear god. Do a nature check just so we can put this to bed.
Oh, you want me to? I was gonna wait till I hunted prey, and then I was gonna do it, Matt. But if you want me to do it now, I can.
Sure, I'll do a recall knowledge check. I'm not going to do a recall knowledge check.
Are you going to do a perception check instead for initiative?
Can I do a diplomacy check? Or rather, a piloting law check?
Yes.
Piloting check?
You want the nature check public or
Wow.
private, Matt?
Well,
Or blind, as it were.
You'll be doing it for your initiative, so...
Okay. Let me do that then. Initiative, nature. Despite the fact that that is objectively worse than my normal initiative modifier, I am absolutely using it. There you go. Oh, that's so mid. I want to be better at sexing a dragon.
You have a hero point. Wow, you actually used your hero point for it.
Worse. It's the bad part. Oh, I'm committed, Matt.
good for our survivability.
And then I add Solar.
Very committed.
I do appreciate it.
Sunshine wants to know. He's curious.
Well,
It's
unfortunately,
not
with that
often
check,
that questions about creatures elude him, and this one has eluded him. It is an enigma. It has become his white whale, as it were.
Jules, stop encouraging.
Oh. I'm going to use my scope
I-
for that, even though it won't matter.
That young brine dragon doesn't seem to have a name, guys. Just a reminder, chat, you can redeem 1,000 channel points to name NPCs.
It does have a name.
Just
Give
a
me second.
reminder, chat. It needs to be gender neutral because we don't know the sex of the dragon yet. So
I hate you, Nick.
Well, he had a name, I guess. Now, what is it now?
Does the most
Wavalor.
recent redemption of that supersede the previous redemptions of that?
You know what? I got an idea.
Brian the Scourge.
Please don't call it Young Fine Dragon. That seems weird.
Yeah, I looked at the young for a reason.
fine young dragon.
What?
I think the real key is Matt just needs to add 2 more Brian dragons to the encounter.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone wants that.
No, I don't, but it'd be really funny.
And we go. Mosh is already in the initiative. We just need to grab Archie.
Hey,
It would
look,
be
it's
a
Relly.
24 with my scope, which I definitely used. I would absolutely be using the scope.
changes
If
anything.
I attached my scope to my anchor, I don't need to do anything funny with my hands at start combat because I'm already holding my anchor.
God.
I thought you already have attached it.
No, I haven't.
It's
That
just
was a bit of theory crafting right there. Some
Oh, okay.
top shelf theory crafting.
Solar,
Yeah, I
what
thought
are you
you'd
doing for
already threaded
initiative?
it through the eye of your anchor.
No, I'm putting it in. I put it in.
What?
That's just on the anchor.
Solar, what are you doing for initiative?
I'm going to. Was it nature to identify the dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
sex the dragon.
I'm gonna help that along.
Well, at least one of you are going to succeed.
Soul is actually good at nature, so
It is, in fact, a boy dragon.
oh. Now I just need to gender the dragon, but for that I need to be closer and able to talk to it.
Fine Brian Dragon Young?
Young, fine Brian?
No,
that's the
Fine
wrong-
Brian Dragon Young.
Now, as I cannot hear anyone asking about the sex of the dragon, I will be keeping that information to myself.
Oh, that is perfect. All that said, though, before I press the begin encounter button, we're going to go to a short little break.
Gasp.
Because I feel that means we can launch into the combat straight away as soon as we get back.
Yeah.
I think that'll be good. I've actually been looking forward to this encounter for a while now, because I think this is the first dragon fight for this group.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you mean? There's a dragon fight in every fight. These guys are constantly getting breath attacked.
I am constantly getting breath weapon attacked.
Question:
By a fellow party member.
Would allies have a +1 circumstance bonus against breath weapon attacks after having repeatedly been hit by them by now?
Like, there is a feat for that. You know that, right?
Shh.
Alright. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. I'm going to run some ads, put the poll up, all that other fun stuff. Thank you for everyone for sticking through this. I know the first half of this has been pretty lore heavy and a lot of role playing, but we are about to get into some pretty interesting combats because
Oh, but it was spooky, Matt. It was spooky.
it was spooky.
That first
Well,
half.
I'm glad people appreciated it. But we shall be back very soon. See you then. Hello everyone, and we have returned from our break.
Hello.
And of all the things I could have done on the break, of like resetting my my stream deck so I have all the like macro buttons and stuff working, that's not something I did. Really, are we just conspiring to do like splits down the middle now?
No one even donated any to that, Matt.
Yeah, but you can also not
How
donate.
can we be rigging it?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. See, I need more people in chat just so we have more people voting.
But Matt,
So
you're
it's
in like
harder
the
to
top,
rig?
top 5% of Twitch.
I'm not sure if it's top 5%. I know it's kind of up there though, and that weirds me out. So, Mosh and Sunshine, huh? So, Mosh.
Why don't you throw it on Solar as well, just to be safe?
No, I'm good. Bitch.
Wow.
Otherwise, a fine brine split. Yeah, no, that works, chat. Other things before we actually jump into this. Like I said before we started all this noise, I am premiering Gatewalkers tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry if you can't make it though. The VOD for it will be going up.
No, be worried.
Yeah, show up live. We have done the pre-campaign stuff for it. The players are pretty much into their characters now. I am kind of excited to see how this all goes down because I've looked ahead.
I cannot wait to see what Nick is playing. Do
Oh,
not
no.
spoil it for me.
No. You don't want to see what I'm playing. You want to see what... Wait, can I spoil who's in it, or is that a spoiler? I
You
don't
can
know.
say that Bill's in it.
Yeah, you want to see what Bill's playing.
Is it even more unhinged than a Nick character?
Yeah. There are leagues of difference between my kind of characters and Bill's characters.
I love that.
The revelation, though, that he told us, where it's like, yeah, no, I base these off Discworld characters, are just like, oh god, he does too.
It all falls into place.
And he's kind of nailed it perfectly for this.
Terrible place.
It's gonna be so great. And this will be Nikki's first time in a stream game, which is gonna be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting, and I know the character she's bringing. And we've got Andrew, who was in the Troubles Menacing Otari game.
Briefly in this game.
And briefly in this game, he will be joining
As
us for
Frolic.
Gatewalkers.
Can I just say, Matt?
Yeah.
And this is an imperative for you to find a play called Samantha, because I've just realized Nikki and Nick and Juliet and Jules is like the dream team. But if we find a Samantha,
Yeah, no, I get it. I think at that
We would
point...
have to do a 6-person party at that
Exactly.
point, you know?
What's the equivalent? A Maddie? A Madeline?
A Matilda?
Get a...
we have Matilda in the
Yeah.
oven.
Yeah, Dan. A Madison? Yeah, that works. If I ever join one of your games, can I make a mimic that's a luggage bag with legs?
Yeah, you can. That's a puppet.
Yeah, no, that would actually be a puppet. Doesn't necessarily have to be a mimic.
It'll honestly probably be an automaton, too, if you really want.
Konrasu.
People
No.
will make anything and call it a Konrasu.
But no, think about it. It like opens up the lid and the orb is in there. Just have it as a heavily armored Konrasu.
Well, then you can't store anything in there, Matt.
Why not? See, now it's worse, isn't it?
No, because there's an orb in there.
Yeah.
You have to ponder.
Gotta ponder that orb.
Will I
Those
know how
giant
Konrasu get
that-
out of bed in the morning, but since they're
That
always
giant
pondering the
prognosticator.
orb? Matt, can you put the rats there, by the way?
I can put rats there if you like.
Because they're out of my coat, I specified.
You did. I remember. Boop.
Because I didn't want to have to do the interact actions to pull them out of my coat.
Don't know why the laser person has to be at the back of the boat, but okay.
Well, you...
Because you stand in aid to Archie.
Yeah, like you've specifically said numerous times. Otherwise, I guess are we ready to start? I think we're ready.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't mounted any of your tokens up to the ship.
Wait, actually,
So we
can I
can-
start at the top of the crow's nest?
You can.
Okay. One sec, let me just not select the ship. Jeez.
So wait,
Sunshine.
you were in the crow's nest, and you didn't tell us about this maelstrom?
Didn't see it. I was staring at the sun.
Oh, so it kind of suddenly appeared?
I
As
was
if by
staring at the
magic.
sun.
Or as if you're going towards some sort of gateway magic thing.
A gateway for a
Oh my
gate. What
god,
the
are we
hell?
gatewalkers?
Oh,
Gatewalkers crossover?
I think we're
yeah.
gate sailors.
Oh, look,
We
we're
got
all in
in
a
a,
line.
Have we gotten a zoomed in Kari and Brian?
I mean, I guess.
Definitely want to zoom on Carrie. I've seen dragons. I think we actually gotta zoom on Brian.
Whoa. It's a fish lady.
Yeah, she's a merfolk.
She's kind of not saying anything, but
So what you're
Not as
saying
good
is
as the
that
sea elves.
she has to ride Brian's side saddle.
Can I just say, I'm so relieved she doesn't have a belly button.
I feel like that was
because
probably...
she was hatched from an egg.
Yeah,
That would be weird if she had a belly button.
yeah.
As for Brian...
The amount of mermaid art that has belly buttons, I'm just like, okay.
See, I've actually
Wow.
asked an artist about that. One of the guys who was working on Sinclair's. And he was like, yeah, it's just habit. Like,
That's the best
Those
reason.
mermaids were born live birth with an umbilical cord.
it was just like, it's
Like
just
a dolphin.
habit.
It's their mammal half. The fish half gets born sooner.
No, they get born by
That's
a C-section, don't you know?
Hmm.
Someone's
Can we
spat-
take that?
Find
Like,
a
I'm
way.
taking my vote away. Another
You've
guy
already
who's
given me your
touched
vote.
seaweed at the bottom of the ocean.
Going off the stream, I have a hero point in addition to the one that we have to start the session with. Is that like
Yes.
kosher? Is that legit? Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Excellent.
Sunshine preservation.
The
okay.
poll was tied, and Matt decided
I
to
see.
give both of us.
Wow.
Well,
So
you weren't
many
starting
memories.
off with two, whereas Sunshine, Chad has given you a third one. I guess because they're afraid of what's going to happen.
Well, to be fair, I am also marked for death by chat. I say chat like it wasn't someone here, but
It was me!
Yay! All right.
All right.
alrighty.
Alright.
Let's go big, I guess. She casts a spell.
Oh.
We're all
Lightning
shocked.
Oh, not a line. Wild. I would have gone with a line in our current configuration.
Oh. You're good, Matt. You're good. Thought about this.
And we go there. Bursts.
Question.
Yeah.
Is that on the ship?
One of them will be on the ship, yeah.
Well, do we want to debate what ground is?
Yeah.
No, actually, I actually
I
had
got a
this
jar of
consideration.
dirt.
God. I actually had this consideration earlier. And
Yeah.
she is actually having them erupt on the deck of the ship.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
We are in the open ocean, so.
But then that means the ship can still navigate through the water just fine. So the water itself is not difficult terrain.
It's just the deck of the ship is going to be
That's fine.
How high above marsh am I right now?
10 feet.
Because I'm pretty sure it's greater than 10 feet. I think it's 15.
The entire height of the ship from sea level is 15 feet.
Okay. I'll take it. I just figured I'd argue. A little.
A little?
You know, I push
As a
back
treat?
a little.
That is from my
Sunshine,
understanding of the vehicle rules
save.
as presented by Paizo.
And I will roll that. Oh, let's go. I rolled a critical success.
Oh.
Eat it, Harry.
And Archie,
See how the rats do.
as you finish
Oh,
with
right,
your
reflex
ice cream.
They're
Not ice
weak
cream.
To this.
Couscous.
Also
They'll take
good.
it. They're fine. They've got like a bajillion hit points.
Ow.
Whew.
We're so good at this game, you guys.
Is that a bug, like a visual bug, where it's showing me what the DC is, because it for the hero point? Anyway.
Unsure. I know the engine updated recently.
Yeah.
No one critically failed though. So for those of you who
Yeah, I've only got
failed,
one hero point.
Damage
I'm
for
gonna make
the
it count.
rats. The rats will take.
Sunshine will take nothing because Sunshine's in the
And
crow's
by make it
nest.
count, I mean I gotta hold on to it in case Matt tries to drag me back into the ocean.
I mean, look. I'm not saying
Extra
it's not
3
going to happen.
damage. 48.
He admits it. He was trying to kill me.
Not in that instance.
He wants Sunshine to be the captain.
Not
he
that
thinks it'd
time.
be really funny.
Matt just wants to see me pull out the fishy wizard.
The fish wizard.
Is Brian flying currently?
Honestly, it's hard to tell. He has both a fly speed and a swim speed, so he can kind of just move between the two.
It's an
Does the
important
ship take
question
damage
for
from
when
this?
I trip him.
The ship will in fact take damage from this.
Considering as it is the source of the spell.
She holds up her arms towards the ship, and we watch as various shards of coral begin to start sprouting up from the deck. The crew...
Sunshine's armor just grows a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, wild."
Interesting, okay. The crew is
You know what
going
you're
about
trying
their
to
business to try to, fix this as much as they can, but, this is a magical effect.
That's a 29 for the
That'll be a success.
Hooray. Select boat. Damage. Oh, that should be half damage. Undo.
Undo that. There we go. Alright, that is carry done though.
Twice, 'cause it's 2 separate zones.
Only once.
Okay.
I'm not gonna... Yeah, summoner rules, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sola!
What?
I know you're trying to make me
So?
regret that, but I'm not.
I know. How does speed in difficult terrain work again?
For every 5 feet, it's 10 feet.
So if I have 25,
How far away is Brian?
I should be able to make that. Yeah, but that's
You can go 10
6
feet.
points.
Also,
I have a 25-foot move speed. How does 10 feet or 15?
You can considering you 10, 20, you can get there, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you use 20 to get through the thing and 5 to get out of it.
6 piercing damage.
also, I need to point out, I can't position Carrie at the center, but she is mounted, so they are sharing the same square.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm targeting Carrie.
Specifically.
Specifically, she.
What happens
hurt
if you knock
my
someone prone that's mounted?
boat?
They fall off.
Yeah, they dismount.
Yeah. It's actually not entirely
Bye.
clear, but the implication is that it's that they fall off.
How does that not have, like, the linguistic trait or something?
Almost none of them do.
None of the spells have
'Cause you-
them anymore. Because it's
Because it's
concentrate
sound
now.
waves.
Alright. So, she needs to do a fortitude save.
Really hoping she's a
Matt-
caster.
She is a caster.
Explosions don't have linguistic waves. You don't need linguistics to just create explosions.
No,
Wait,
it's
it's Sonic.
verbal components. It's verbal components is what it is.
She will take half of that.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
You sound so disappointed.
I am.
Did you want her to also be deafened?
Yeah.
Because that would have been funny. That would have been kind of hilarious.
Again, it's a clap.
Archie.
You don't need to speak to clap for your spell. Me, man. Do I have a spell that knocks people prone? I don't remember. Is the boat tethered in place, or do I actually need to try and do stuff with that?
Ooh, potentially yes. Things will be happening.
Or is the boat included with this combat?
The boat is kind of included in this combat. It will be moving.
Okay, alright.
Speaking of, I should probably add it to the initiative then.
Do I need to do a piloting check because of the turbulent waters?
It's not so turbulent at the moment. That may change at the end of the round.
Okay. There you go. Can you give me a 25 or a 26 for my initiative there? And then move to the Melody's Wake.
Update participant. 26. And 1
You
second.
want to sail within 25 feet of them. That might be cool.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Okay.
Alright. This is gonna get weird.
Yeah.
But
I love that.
Can you switch to Melody's Way?
Only
Never mind,
Archie
I
is
can do that.
mounted.
we are going to presume that the front half and the back half of the ship have coral on them.
Bye, guys.
Can
Bye.
you move me where I should be?
I should have just attached all of you, shouldn't I?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
As I have not yet taken flight.
I'm just assuming you're all going to be dismounting very soon.
I am. I don't know about Sola.
This doesn't knock people down. Does it?
If you go prone while flying, then
they just fall.
You just fall. Yeah, it's fucking wild.
It's great. It's a great thing to do to people.
Rip dragon.
This knocks people prone though. Oh, never mind, 3 actions. Damn it. Damn it. I don't have 3 actions at the moment.
You could shoot him.
I think that's gonna be what I have to do.
Theoretically, as the kids say.
Shoot 'em, as they say in the ballroom blitz. I shoot Carrie.
I'm going to shoot Carrie?
You shoot Carrie. Dice, go, win. See, almost.
Jeez,
I just
calm
need some
down.
encouragement. Edna Mose, and Captain.
Well, that's a critical hit.
Damage. Woo!
So close.
She takes
Bye,
it.
Carrie.
Sir Brian.
And that is a 10-foot emanation of 6 damage.
And Brian's going to take 6 damage.
Well, that didn't work. Yeah.
I've got it.
Shouldn't Carrie have taken double damage?
Ah, I pressed the wrong button.
Critical hit.
You're fine.
Yeah, because it's a
Boop.
spell, it doesn't get a... There's no critical. It's just a roll damage and take more. Wow. Well... That was satisfying.
He's badly injured now.
Now to watch my crew do it.
Oh no, it isn't double damage.
Oh.
It's just they take the twice the number.
Yeah, it's not a basic. I see.
Um,
Well,
Yeah, no, it is
critical.
double
I don't know.
damage. The
Is-
success is 2d8. The critical success is 48.
Yeah.
So unless you want me to roll another 68... I can do that if you want.
No, I'm good. Ow. Costers for you. Alright.
Yeah. Because it's an attack roll, it just doubles the... It's yeah. It's the same shtick. Attack rolls are attack rolls. Yeah. Oh, do we want to grapple her or do we want to just kill them? It's such a hard choice.
A difficult one.
I mean, it might be a good idea to grapple Brian, because then couldn't
Hmm.
reposition for a better breath.
Yeah, and then we can angle the ship further outward and use Brian as a to do centrifugal stuff.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
true.
You're assuming he's gonna
Um,
stay there.
He's
You're
gonna
right.
have to.
He
when
could always
gets
just get
grabbed.
winched in. Is that's just an attack roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the attack roll for the purposes of thing is going to be equal to my spell attack roll, right?
Yes.
You know what? I think that's pretty good too.
So he is now grabbed.
Oh,
Yay!
rad. Throw that condition on him, Matt.
I'm getting there.
Yoinked. Oh, that's the end of the crew's turn. Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Ooh.
I'd like to say that's not his voice, but with a name like Brian.
By the way, technically, unless they have NPC bullshit, Brian and Carrie share a multiple attack penalty.
NPC
Yeah.
bullshit.
Ah, god damn it! I hate NPC bullshit.
I get the feeling that he would have the mount trait for this purpose.
Brian's not a
Mount trait
minion.
doesn't get rid of that.
I thought it did.
Nope. Don't think it does anyways. Ouch. Pathfinder.
Which is what makes riding your companion bad.
So, first things first, he's gonna let out a roar as a free action, so I remind myself to do
Construct companion.
the aura.
Yes, Jojo.
And then he's gonna do an athletics check to break out from the grapple.
Yeah.
As he snaps the chain. But that does waste one of his actions. Which is disappointing for
Yay,
me.
no more frenzy.
Because he does want to close the distance.
If he's stepping into a square of the coral, he takes 3 points of damage.
He will take the 3 damage.
Doesn't he take 6 because he's moved through 2 squares?
They're attached to the boat.
Yeah, I know they're attached to the boat. He just moved through 2 squares.
Yeah, it's every 5.
Yeah, but
Feet.
he landed on the boat. He didn't move all
Yeah.
the way through it.
That's his fault. You shouldn't be big. Should have thought about this, Matt. If you want to kill me, make sure
You
you don't
shouldn't be
put a
big.
barrier behind me.
See, I was gonna like position or do a grab or something.
And now you're just upset.
So we're gonna target Archie.
Me? Yeah, that makes sense.
What is the biggest damaging thing he has?
If he flies up 120 feet and then dive bombs into the deck and doesn't pull up, that's the biggest damaging thing he has.
Please don't destroy our boat.
He's going to bite you.
Yeah, but it'll break his neck in the process, which will be real funny to watch. Ouch. This is probably going to down me.
It's gonna hurt.
Okay. Yeah, it indeed does hurt.
He chomps down upon you.
Those are not the resistances I... Oh, wait, no, that's the boat. Me, I want to take the damage. There we go.
You do also get healed by Sola.
I do. Is that 16 correct? Yes, because it's been leveled.
That, however, is
Woohoo.
him done. As
Oh,
there,
hi, Brian.
as he lands behind you, Carrie's still on his back. Which might actually be quite a problem in just a moment. Hey, Mosh.
Yeah, there is
Hey.
literally no worse place for them to be than on
Right here.
on terrestrial.
Within mosh range.
Okay. Well,
This is now a level playing field, literally.
Final
Alright, I'm gonna cash in
destination
early.
items.
This is gonna be 2 full move actions to get through an extra 15 feet of difficult terrain.
Yep.
On my calculations. And I will take
A lot of
9 points of
damage.
piercing damage from moving through the squares. I'm assuming there's like 2 in the middle here. Actually,
There's 2.
I'm not going to be
next
able to move
me.
there because that would be 55 feet.
I'm just gonna rotate the boat so that we can see where they would have been.
Well, I was here. I'm trying to move to this square here. I can't actually move that far.
Was it a 10 or a 15-foot burst, Matt?
10-foot
It's
burst.
10.
And
Was it there?
It was there.
Yeah.
Do you want to put Brian on there so we've got like a level ship so everything makes sense?
and we put
And
Yeah,
the
that's
other
what
one
we-
was at the front somewhere.
Alright, in that case, then I won't be moving through the difficult terrain on this side of the ship, so I'll only be moving through 2
I
squares.
want to say it was there.
Can I move? Why can't I move?
There?
No, I think it was further over.
Yeah, it was... then there's the one over here was further in as well, because I remember it was just like this section that wasn't affected.
Yeah, I literally
middle.
just stepped out of it and I'd get an extra 5 feet out of that.
Yeah, that's where it was. Okay, can I move? I
Yes,
can't move.
you're right.
I cannot move.
can't move at all.
Are you on ruler?
Not at all. No, still can't move. I want to get into this square here. I'm presuming that... I'd actually be getting this square here. So that would be 9 points of piercing. With an extra 15 feet, I should be able to make that. It's 2 move actions. I'm now on 100, a hundy. And I will target... I can't reach the siren call because they're in that square. I will target the Brian Dragon.
that is a great color.
No, she occupies all
Right.
of the squares of the dragon.
She does.
In that case, I will take her out then. It will scream at me that I'm not in range or something, but that's fine. Do I do anything weird with focus at the moment? No, I'm not in surge, so that's fine. Well, hang on, a 7's only a miss, not a critical miss. I've got 1 hero point left because I stupidly used mine on a reflex save, which is my worst save, and I wanted to take damage, so I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna save it.
You gotta save it?
I will miss. That's my turn. So,
You used one earlier for reflex save?
yes, I did.
Alright, I'll take that off of the interface. All right, Sunshine.
Well, can you, for one, put
Jigger
me
you?
there? Yeah. I didn't get moved in the rotation. And then the rats are also right there.
Rats. They are the rats.
Alrighty, so I am going to...
As I've said before, this is one of those instances where it would be a little bit easier on a table.
I am going to... First things first, I'm gonna hunt prey on Brian.
Poor Brian. What did he ever do?
And then I would like to recall knowledge. What would that be? A
Arcana?
literal lore check.
Arcana or nature?
Okay, I'll give you an arcana.
Unfortunately, literal lore will not work for this one.
Give you that. Is it a success?
It is, in fact, a success.
Awesome. So, question about Brian. What's his reaction procced by?
His
Because
reaction?
I know he's... Yeah, because he's a dragon, so he gets a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
He has a reaction called Brine Spit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just throw that up in chat.
Oh yeah, like the spell.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That's gonna suck for our spellcasters. Chill. I will pass that along to everybody. And then I also get to recall knowledge on Carrie, because I have my little feet. So, what would you like for her?
Kind of the same,
Sailing?
honestly.
Okay, Arcana.
Also a success.
Awesome. Does she have anything cool other than casting spells?
And being a general merfolk, not really. She is
Awesome.
technically a part of a coven, but without the other members of the coven here.
Doesn't get
All her
anything
coven
cool.
spells are worthless.
I'm gonna move to there.
Yep.
I'm flying. Do I take coral damage while flying? I'm gliding.
Only when
technically.
you land.
Awesome. Well, I landed outside of the burst, so that's fun. And then I am going to pull out my tentacle cannon, and that's all my turns.
Alright.
And there he turned.
Now, as for Carrie, I'm actually kind of surprised she's still alive.
So am I.
I mean, I just didn't have a weapon out to kill her with, so...
Yeah. You know what? This is gonna be a fun spell to cast here.
Dehydrate Sunshine. Oh, okay.
As she cast Crashing Wave.
Good luck trying to get all of us in that cone.
Oh, I don't expect to get all of you.
That's a 30-foot
Get my
cone.
rats, man. Yeah, should be able to go from that and get it.
You know, you can take a step backwards and that'll catch all of us, Matt.
She could take a step backwards, but then she'd have to dismount, and I'm not going to do that yet.
I mean, I think she could just angle it better, but what
No.
do I know?
Can she cast it from any square that the dragon occupies?
Potentially, but it's more fun this
Probably.
way.
If so, I'm happy to just be in the area of effect, like, because if
'Cause I
rather than
wouldn't
having to
take
draw it out, we
damage.
can just say that it catches all of us, because it will.
Yeah,
mean,
but
if you
what
all
she
wanna
just
roll?
missed?
She just missed you, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to keep that one solo.
No.
Rats. Rats. We're the rats. Success from the rats. I don't feel the need to. I've got so much points right now, so.
Now, the question is, Captain, with your critical failure, are you saving the 1 hero point in case of death, or...
Yes,
No, I'll give you a
it
hero
has
point,
come up.
Archie.
It has come up before, and I feel like it's gonna come up again.
No, take a hero point from me. Oh, it's only 16, but...
Yeah.
Doubled.
I would say don't use a hero point on that. Because,
Wait, why did that 16 go to 18?
use it...
What?
Wait, hang on. It didn't apply that status bonus, Matt. Is a
Oh, look at
16 a
that.
crit failure or just a regular failure?
Implied their
It would have been a
weakness.
critical
Ain't
failure.
that lovely? Question: what if I have a weakness but also a resistance? How does that work?
you take the larger value of the two.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they cancel each other out, but you take you do a subtraction, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like Foundry figured that out. Cool.
Yes, I gotta reroll. Alright, there we go.
See, that's better.
Damage. And gain 2 health, because it doesn't apply the resistance. Bad tattoo.
Alright, and for her final action...
She's gonna perish.
Yeah, please do.
Wow, so mean.
Lady's been a
Always
absolute
am to your
hassle.
NPCs, Matt. Name one time I've been nice to your NPCs.
Fisheye Joe.
Oh, I do love Fisheye Joe. He's so trustworthy.
She is going to throw her trident at you, Solar.
The hell?
That's rude.
She's attacking a disabled person?
Yeah, look at you. You're angled and everything.
Oh wow, decent damage too. As she impales you with the trident, she gives a quick little wrist gesture, and the trident returns to her hand.
Dude,
Man,
threw a
that'd be-
trident at me.
Real cool to steal. What say you, Nick, in defense?
Solo's going to get tridented. Look down, see the trident's gone, look back up, nod slowly in kind of an approving way. Then blast her with lasers.
Okay. 120-foot line. So both of them will need to do it.
Yo!
Target. They gotta roll their reflex. We gotta
She's
re-roll and keep the new results.
Hey, I
Wait,
gave you
wait,
that
wait.
not for me.
Yeah, I have 2 villain points.
How did you get a second one?
Chat gave it to
Someone
me.
else gave
Was
Matt a second
Yeah, that
one.
was either Locutus or Ninzard. Which one of you?
Fools!
And then Brian has to do his reflex save.
Yeah, I'm not.
I hope you
Gonna
burn it.
succeed.
Oh, damn it.
Both successes.
I'm supposed to have 3 hero points. I feel so spoiled.
And
I should start using them.
potentially.
Oh, I still have 1 hero point, Matt, so.
Now we are
You
both
still have 1?
near
Thank you.
death.
Yeah.
Do I have? I wouldn't, would I? No.
Maybe, potentially.
That's a pity. No, I don't. This isn't my intimidation character.
No.
It could be.
Then, as a final action,
Yeah.
I shall 1 action heal myself because I am almost dead.
Yeah, I
I
feel
only
that.
hit you like once.
No, you did not.
Yeah,
You
no.
hit me a bunch.
I'm just hitting everyone. I don't discriminate.
I don't know. I'm pretty fine.
Oh, yay.
What you doing, Archie?
We can do
I'm
it.
gonna die.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
want to do it in that direction. I want to do it the other direction.
Shift and rotate the
What?
mouse wheel.
There we go.
Is the ship caught in that?
I'm assuming
no.
he's going to aim it up.
Yeah, look
Oh.
up.
Up a little bit.
This is all
I
the
haven't-
rules provisions for aiming your cones in different directions. Yes. Sorry, I'm being an ass.
Also, there's not really anything behind it to.
That's fair.
Or
that's
mahogany
no longer-
railing.
If
Yeah.
any
That's
game was going to
applied.
be all about the actually, it's probably not this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
save those for the Podge, Jules.
Yeah.
Get dragon breathed.
She technically should take a -2 to this reflex saving throw, because she's mounted.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that was
Just
a thing.
putting it out there, Matt.
I personally feel that a fish person out of water should be pretty dog shit at reflex.
Do you have that -2 on her, Matt? I know it doesn't matter because it's a success by 5, but
I
I
was
just
keeping
really
in
want
mind of
you
it.
to know.
Yeah,
I'd say
no.
it's more like a -6.
Hmm.
For fish out of water.
Yeah.
All right, they both succeed. So, half for Brian.
Please die. She's still.
She's holding on.
I can't see how near death she is to near death, and it's.
She's on single digits, if that helps.
You shouldn't have told me that. Why did you tell me that? Yeah, why did you tell me that?
I don't know. Why did I tell you that?
Because he really wants you to kill her.
I will kill her.
God, I hope you kill her.
What's you roll min damage?
Oh, why did you say that?
Because I love being a herald
2
of
damage.
bad luck.
She's still alive.
And the 4. Roll the 4. Put
And the
the
4?
4 in.
And the 4?
Oh, she did.
This
Now we
is
just
why
have a
we
dragon.
signature
Oh,
spell force barrage people. When you just can't, when you can't put faith into your arcane shot, you can always rely on your force barrage.
How long does this coral shit last?
A minute.
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if she's alive or not. It's still there. All right,
It's
crew.
not sustained.
Where is
Well,
it?
let's try and grapple him again. He's on the deck. Let's try and domesticate ourselves a dragon here.
1 second.
No, wrong one. Whatever. Oh. Rage. That's an action. It's not his turn, Matt.
As Carrie falls down dead and slips into the ocean, Brian, seeing this, flies into a rage.
Why is he so angry?
I don't know.
Calm
My hit
down.
points are gonna
You're being
disappear.
hysterical, Brian.
I think we just like punched up his girlfriend.
Oh,
He is a young dragon. Guys, he is young. This is a minor.
Is it? Is it?
Young
This is
doesn't
probably
necessarily
at least
mean
100 years
dragon.
old.
Like, what about young
He doesn't
Neil?
have adult. He doesn't have adult in his name, okay? Young specifically comes before adult. This is a dragon that has not reached the age of maturity for dragons.
I don't believe you have any legs to stand on. Your expertise is in Arcada, not dragons.
Also, it doesn't have legs.
Yeah, that's. I'll go with that as well. Seaweed boy.
His seaweed legs.
So yeah, grapple him, stop him.
Swivel around, fire, go for it.
Pew pew. I believe in my dice, and they have betrayed me.
They have in fact betrayed you. Yeah, he's not
Probably
going to be
should've cast
scared.
shield. Rip me.
Yeah, look, I mean,
That's a Draconic Dragon Frenzy things. Swipe, swipey, swipe. Ow. Unless he does, yeah.
well,
Ow.
no, see, they had this cool combo going on, but they can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because he's raging. Can't
Ah,
concentrate.
She's dead.
Yeah, because she's dead.
You gonna roll that natural 20 yet?
No, because he hasn't done this yet.
Wait, this doesn't have concentrate on it?
No.
Ow.
Much to my chagrin when I was
Oh, it's on a
concentrate
line.
interrupting fighter.
Yeah, and he's
Damn
gonna
it.
drag it across the deck.
That's me.
Acidic saltwater. He'd be a good ally to have against an Akata.
That's a 34 for the boat.
Yep. So that'll be a success for the boat.
Rats. Roll in your reflex saves.
And
This is not the fight for the rats, is it?
Oh, listen. They're fine.
I'm gonna give Nick a hero point, but that's just for the death saving throws.
Because we don't want Sola to die. Can't lose the healer.
well, I didn't crit fail.
Well, let's roll that damage.
You can't kill me in 2 campaigns.
Oh, I'm fine.
I mean, it's less than fine. It's not ideal.
Let's just do that one.
So that was a critical, so dying 2. That's fun.
Oh, I literally just cannot see. Can I cycle to the boat and see? Yeah, no, I just can't see. Okay.
For its final action,
It's gonna kill Mosh.
it's really hard to kill Mosh.
Yeah, I know. I just like saying it.
TPK.
No
That
way.
squishy guy, that
CPKs.
caster, he's real. Oh.
That will be a miss.
I mean, what I was going to do was this. Even though it's missing, I'm still going to do it.
Okay. But that is him done.
Technically, you can't do it because it has to be you would be hit by an attack,
Oh,
not
that's true, right?
actually.
Yeah. In that case,
You don't get
Damn
to
it.
react.
no, I can't do reckless opening because it's a surge action, so I can't do that yet. That's fine. All right, no reaction then. Where is Solar specifically? Which square?
On the stairs.
The one next to Sunshine.
Oh, this is such a okay. That's annoying. Can I lob a potion into someone's mouth from a distance?
No, this isn't Baldur's Gate 3.
Archie does have a pistol loaded with a life shot.
Interact
Is
with
it,
drawer.
is it worn on your person right now that I'd be
It
able
is
to get
worn on my person. I have.
one interact action? I can get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
another interact to shoot it.
All right, I will do that. I will drop a.
No,
hand
it's
off the...
not an interact. It's you actually shoot someone. It's an attack roll.
Yeah. I will drop a hand off the axe for anchor for free. Let me just do that.
For free.
I'll grab the thing and then I will shoot Solar with it.
How goddamn insane must this look for Brian?
Wait.
Cool, is it +1? All right, lovely.
Sunshine and Mosh taking over the ship.
Look, I'm raging, and this feels weird to me.
That's alright.
They're
This is
already
the-
dead. What are you doing?
This seems
I mean,
cruel.
this is plus my level.
It'll
and
hit.
proficiency. Yeah. All right, and then so Soul gets healed for however much that is. I am going. Okay.
Hang on, what's Solar's AC?
It's gonna
that's
hit.
The right modifier. It's gonna hit. That's fine.
What? No, if it crits, it does matter.
No, that is true.
My AC is 16.
That might crit actually.
That'll be a
because-
crit.
Yeah, with my level is 7 plus my proficiency, which is expert, I think now.
And
Yeah,
weapons, yeah.
that'll probably crit.
Alright.
Let me just put the
Think?
life shot. It's probably easy just to do that.
Yes, that will crit. Yeah. Lol.
Sure.
Sure. Thanks, Foundry.
I'm pasting it in chat, but go off, Foundry.
Wait. So Matt, I'm happy for you to. So the amount of free actions I'm doing in this turn could be a bit ridiculous. Can I only drop one weapon per round?
It's a free action. If you want to drop multiple weapons,
Yeah. So I'd be dropping a hand from the anchor, grabbing
Yep.
pistol, shooting, and that's 2 actions. Then dropping the thing onto the ground, but then also doing my deft hands to get a grip back onto the anchor,
well, what are you doing for your final action?
swinging at the dragon.
So, for the whole dramatic effect of this, essentially what you have done is reached down, grabbed a pistol, shot Solar, then thrown then thrown the pistol aside before spinning around and striking down with that.
Yeah, it feels like a
That's
lot.
real cool.
But it's
So I'm happy for you to say that's too many free actions.
you're fine. It's a free action.
Yeah, but
Kind of what it's there for.
well, I would say that
3
dropping.
jewels.
I know it feels like the triggers are overlapping a little bit for those reactions. But that's fine. I'll take it. All right. So in which case, yeah. And they're in a rage, which is good. All right.
Like 2 of your party members are down. Like
I
this
find
is
it
that hit
interesting that
just
you
for the
can
range?
technically
Probably.
use deft hands on other people's turns. Because it's frequency once per turn.
That's per your own turn, as opposed to.
It doesn't have a trigger, so you can't use it as a reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how that
Only
works?
Use it on your
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only way you can act out your turn is with triggers. Yeah.
that'll be a hit.
Yeah.
It was gonna be 2 9s then.
And that's my turn, I guess.
Now, how much was Solar healed for?
12.
12.
Alright, Sunshine!
I am going to. What's that look like?
I mean, if it helps, I think Mosh is going to be taking all of the hits now.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering, from the corner of my space, can I do tone like that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. Then that is what I will do. It's not gonna be, probably not gonna succeed, but I have my ink gun out, and I'm gonna ink him.
Aww.
So, I was gonna ink
you
him and his
me.
lady, but,
She
his
died.
lady's dead,
Not
so
really
I'm
relevant
inking.
anymore?
Gaping chest wound.
That's
Oh. There you go. I fixed her, Jules. I gave her the belly button she needed.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
That will be a success.
Archie's the only member of our party with a belly button.
Thanks, Zilla.
Anytime, bud.
And then I am going to drop the grabber because
Yep.
it no longer seems like the thing to be holding. And I'm going to draw the old hook and poke.
You know you can just swap.
I'm actually just gonna exchange.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. I'm pre-master is what lives in my head, Matt.
Oh no, I
So-
get that all the time. The amount of times I've
Okay.
ridden flat-footed instead of off guard in the last week. Oof.
That's my turn.
That's your turn?
Yeah.
Well, Carrie is gone. I mean, technically I should move Solar and Archie, but they're both acting before Brian anyway, so I'm not gonna budge them. Solar! You're
Hello?
should be conscious.
There's
Oh,
literally
neat.
nothing to change in the initiative order.
Yeah. So you're no longer dying 2. You will be wounded 2.
Wounded.
Oh, wounded
two.
one.
I mean,
Wounded
if you were
one,
gonna have
that's
other
right.
participants rolling in, then
No.
technically you should probably change them. So,
This is
but I
already a
doubt
severe
that
encounter.
is. Yeah. Ryan's pretty
Let's
rough.
Just quickly check.
Turns out critically hitting the caster in the opening round really does a number on their hit points.
He's gonna be in range for a 30-foot, isn't he? Oh yeah, big time.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to heal him.
No?
I mean, he's only injured. I'm sure it's fine, actually.
Just make sure you're in network before you bill for the hour.
Yeah,
Gotcha. We'll do.
do that.
Thanks, Juliet.
Sorry. I opened my phone and it
Instantly played.
it played. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Why do things have an autoplay? Just don't. Don't do that.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
If I
good
want to
healing.
listen to your stuff, I will.
Everyone heals for 26 hit points.
Thanks.
Everyone.
Thanks, Brian.
I'm almost back to full hit points now. Yes.
I got shot.
Whose fault
Yeah,
is
I know,
that?
it's great, isn't it? Am I now
Still
wounded
yours.
1 instead of dying 1?
Correct.
Aw.
I love seeing all the icons kind of just swoop and move.
You're fine. And
Now, if I want to stand up, I do have to stand up and not just can't just quick blink standing.
You
is
do
that right?
officially have to stand up.
Yeah, that's what I
you
thought
can
was
quick
the
blink
case.
away, then stand.
I will let you know though.
As-
Sunshine has already let you know of his reaction. It does not trigger off movement.
Yes,
Triggers off.
just concentrate actions, which Matt did not do.
No, I
Yeah,
forgot
Matt's
to.
Any of the
really been
instances.
forgetting this.
Mush, you got healed too.
Oh.
Like
But
that
I
whole thing, I was
wanna-
like,
I don't
the whole
care.
Can I
time I was
opt out?
like, do I just cast
I-
shield to bait out the reaction?
Wait.
Can I
What is it? It's
unsubscribe from
a,
its reaction heal?
DC 25 basic fortitude to resist, yeah. Yeah, no.
If I succeed, I critically succeed.
Yeah, not in this instance.
No,
Okay,
take that.
I'll
stupid
take the
healing.
Get
heals.
healed, nerd.
Yeah, not only do you get healed, you take the full healing.
Yeah.
You get healed twice the amount. If you critically fail when you
No.
don't want to be healed.
What you doing, Archie?
Being concerned. I will, because I can't use. Oh my god, this is a really weird scenario. Let me just pull up my torrent pistol.
Yep.
There. So it's 2 actions to interact and strike. Got
Yes.
it. To draw and then shoot. You don't have to draw it separately. Wonderful.
Correct.
Oh wait, hang on.
No, I think you draw it still.
No, you still have to draw it, then interact, then strike.
Well, the strike is part of the 2-action interact, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing that. That's way too many actions that I don't have.
Stand
no.
up and run
Ins-
away.
Dead, I will
How many hit
stand
points
up.
do you have? Okay.
And
Yeah.
This square is thorny, corally. But this one
Can't-
isn't.
Probably not Coralie anymore because someone did kind of put a breath weapon right the way through it.
That works, Matt. Great. Love it.
Nah, it's not concentrate. Never mind. I didn't need to stand up at all.
Boop.
Bloop.
Got one more action.
Oh, fine. We'll play that game.
Yep, do it.
No. Matt, is that an oversight? Should these both have concentrate on them?
I will check that out later, but they are 1-action cantrips.
Well, my turn done. Well, no one's next to him. It doesn't make any sense to fusillade the ship, so grappling gun again.
Alright, roll the hit.
I feel like we need a crew action for repel borders or something, because it makes so that they can still fight on the ship.
I think there is one.
Uh,
It just has not been put into Foundry, and that's my fault.
That's not gonna work.
Let me check. That will in fact be a hit.
Oh wow, that's a grapple.
He is currently raging, so it's dropped his
Grabbed.
armor class. And I'll put that
Wave him.
grab on him.
That means he can't move at me.
That is in fact the case. All done?
That's me done.
Well, he's got to wait a couple of rounds for his breath weapon to tink back over.
Unless he succeeds on a strike against me. Or something. There was that thing that
Man.
popped up.
Why do you all have to be so far away?
Right here.
Right here, buddy. Right on the
Escape should
chin
have
here.
An interact action.
Snake bite it.
I think escape should be an interact or a movement action, but okay. Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna start with the Draconic Frenzy,
Mhm.
and then he'll probably use his final action to, at -10, to try to escape from the grapple.
Mhm.
He's more angry than anything else. Unfortunately, all of those attacks do not have the reach to hit anyone else.
Yeah. And after the first
Yay.
one, it applies to map as usual anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's start.
Enjoy being the target of the Draconic Frenzy. Huh. You know what?
I will tell you this, even though it won't make a difference, but
Because you want that extra bonus damage?
The status bonus.
yeah, that's what I want. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's take that. That's the critical damage right there.
Yep, that's critical damage.
Wait. Still not half. Okay.
Not half yet. Wow. Okay.
Hey, look. When Matt wants to kill a character, he comes out in full force.
Is that
Apparently.
done with map as well?
It was natural 20.
Okay. Fair enough. That will put me into surge. That's fine.
Well, that's all of my hit points.
And then finally, the tail.
A wing,
Attack.
not tail.
Not
No.
tail, wing.
It's still gonna miss either way.
But we'll take the natural one anyways.
And for his last, he's going to athletics. He only has a +8 to this. Yeah, he's stuck.
I don't know. What DC you trying to beat?
The
You're
DC
not
will be
sure it
critical
has
check.
the map applied.
It does have the map applied, so with a 15th, that's not going to
probably.
do it. I am telling you now, that is him done. Hey, Mosh.
Hello, so I'm in surge, so that means my strike is a +2 to the attack roll, because it's the first strike of my turn. I'm also going to do vicious swing. That's a
Get him.
status.
Get
not a
'em.
second.
Oh, hold up. I need to apply the grab to him. No, he is grabbed. Okay, it's just not showing up.
Oh, come on. I'm going to hero
What?
point that, because when else am I going to be able to do this? No, okay. That's fine. Off guard and rage, and a +2 star. Big yikes. Seriously, what's this guy's armor class? I'm targeting myself,
That.
apparently, it says.
That's probably not helping.
Wow.
Why is that happening? Anyway, do I crit on a 28?
You will not crit on 28.
Okay,
He is a dragon,
is
and he is a
bizarre.
higher level than you.
that's fine.
Not to an excessive degree. I'm actually kind of scared what
That's
this,
fine.
how this encounter would have gone with Carrie being alive for the whole thing.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm concerned too.
Focus down casters. That's like combat 101.
And then my last action is just going to be another swing with multi-attack penalty. That's fine. Oh, no, sorry, it should be -10. That will... Will that 25 miss? Oh,
That'll
yeah,
still
that'll be a
hit.
25. Will hit, okay.
Thanks to the grab. And the rage and everything else.
That's my turn.
He's gonna take it. Oh god. Alright. Sunshine.
First action, command rats.
Yep.
They will stride.
Oh, got it.
And support.
Through the coral and the pain, they will carry on.
So they'll take coral damage. That's how much should it be? It should be like
A lot.
It'll only be 6
Like,
because these
6.
two,
Okay.
because those areas are
1, 2,
cleared out.
3. Oh, sweet.
He drove an acid breath through
And then I am going to step.
it.
They are supporting. So I am targeting the Brine Dragon. And gonna strike him. So yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna absolutely crit right now.
There we
We're gonna
go.
roll our critical damage. And he's gonna make
You
a
need to
fortitude
roll like that
save
one, Jules.
or become prone. Please and thank
That's
you.
good damage.
Well, let's do the damage
That will
first.
be-
Ooh. Fortitude save?
Yeah, against the this DC, please and thank you.
He is good.
That's a critical success. Okay. It's actually reflex. Sorry,
Reflex?
it's on me. Yeah, reflex.
Oh, press that instead because it is different.
Yeah, sorry. It's still
I
a
mean-
critical success. But
It's the best time to roll a natural 20 on me.
alright, well, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Step,
Yeah.
strike, command, easy done.
Actually, it's command, step, strike, but okay.
Actually. Sola.
First action will be to stand up. Then he is raging. So I'm hoping this will work out, but I'm not confident.
Okay. So he has to do a will save?
Mm-hmm. Busted.
Yeah, that will be a success. His will save's
Oh.
pretty not bad. Dragons being what they
Ironically,
are.
it cannot use its reactions, even though I have
Can't
to
use
concentrate on this.
reaction. So that's fun.
Get him, Archie. Concentrate on something.
Woohoo! Do I just shoot him or do I give Mosh muscles?
I'm really poorly, so I think you should shoot because
Ooh.
Oh.
What you doing?
No, I don't need to hit everyone. Let's just shoot with my... Where is it?
Where is it?
Let's go 4th level one. Dice! Well,
Nice.
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry, rats.
Ah, listen, they're used to it.
This is just how they do things. You know, it's fine.
They're so used
That's,
to taking damage from Archie's
ooh.
spells at this point.
Do you want... hang
It's-
on.
How much damage?
As per the thing, should I roll... Actually, does it correctly specify? Do you want me to roll an extra 8d8 for this? Or do you want to just take double?
I'm just gonna take double for now. I'm gonna recheck that when I don't have to concentrate on a million other things. But thanks to a string of criticals, and let's move the
Yeah.
rats off.
Hang
How much
on.
damage do the rats take?
They take 8
A million.
damage.
2, and then that's... They take their
Uh,
weakness, so they really take 29. They're down to 29, I should say.
Technically, it's an area damage, so it procs their weakness as well.
Yeah, I already included that. It should hit Mosh, too.
Well, that
Oh,
depends on
no.
Matt,
It will hit Mosh.
because it's a 10-foot emanation.
Yeah, the emanation
Yeah,
is
no.
10 feet from the edges of the square.
yeah. I know.
Jules knows this
Oh.
one.
Which is, how do you set that with this?
You don't.
You don't?
Then
No.
I should
If you-
You
also...
just treat it as a
if you
20-foot
hold
emanation?
Shift and move it, then you can move it outside of the grid,
Yeah.
like independent of the grid.
And I technically should also take the 8 damage.
Let me
'Cause
just
if
try
it's-
that.
I'm within...
If it's 10 foot from...
Yeah, you can do it like that.
Would that be...
So if you press shift, you can put it like right in the middle of the square.
All that said, however, I would.
Oh,
This
okay.
would be where I say that Brian kind of slides into the ocean.
Can I grab him before he does it?
He's attached.
yeah.
Yeah. There's a gap.
Can
open.
I, is the lady, did she fall into the ocean, or
Oh,
is she
she
still...
super fell in the ocean.
No,
Can I
she's
swim after her?
harnessed. She's all locked in.
She's not
Can I
locked in
swim
by a
after
harness.
her?
I never set a saddle.
I would like to swim after her, Matt.
I will require an athletics check as the whirlpool is starting to build up.
Oh, look, I'll dive in as well if I need to.
I will make you that athletics check. I will also draw my grabber, and when I'm within 15 feet of her, I will grab her with the grabber.
Well, let's see how that athletics check does first.
I'll hero point that. I've got 3.
I was about to say you're gonna have to.
I want that trident, Matt.
You will begin to
Like-
catch up to her.
I have creatures.
Then grab her. Give me a strike roll.
Grabber.
Does Sola need to breathe?
I know that's
Yeah.
not how the grappling tentacles work on that weapon, but for the
Okay.
instances of this and being able to hit her while the water is swirling all around you.
Do you just want a ranged attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay, let me draw the grabber in the 2 hands and make my ranged attack roll. She is a dead body, so
And
I
that
think
will
a
grab
30
her.
should hit.
Yeah, no, 30 absolutely does.
I forget. Can Mosh breathe underwater?
My breath for a ridiculously long time.
Okay.
I can breathe underwater.
Let's go DC.
The rats
20
cannot breathe
medicine.
underwater.
Yeah, but you've got a code for that.
Oh my goodness. We're making me put the rats in the coat for the underwater portion? Ugh.
You grab
no,
the
this
trident.
is just in case people get.
I want to
over.
grab her whole body, to be fair.
Yeah,
I want all of it.
and you bring it
Grab
back
her
up
up
Including
to
to
the
the trident.
surface.
So that's water breathing on me, Solar.
250 rounds. Wow.
I mean, that's only 25 minutes.
Whoever is the most injured, please take 24.
I think that's Archie.
From
Or Mosh.
probably me.
Or do I have the ability?
Hey,
to
we can
heal
check
everyone
by
with
going
that?
to the
Let me
party and
double
going
check
to
it.
Stash. It's me. I am the most injured,
Doctor's
but only by 5.
visitation. No, it's not doctor's visitation.
I'm
Warning.
basically full. So the rats are gonna hop in the jacket because
Yep.
I've been told that they need to
That's
be
everyone.
jacketed for the underwater portion.
Everyone
I'm just
can
trying to
take
get the boat
24.
out of the maelstrom at the moment and water breathing for those that wouldn't otherwise be able to be okay under that water. So 3 is on the crew then. The rest of the other 3 water breathings.
All right.
So that's
So-
Keo, Wendy, and do we have Herolix or?
Yeah, got Herolix.
someone-
As far as I'm aware, he hasn't left.
There it is. Yeah, it's in the crew folder. Yeah. Wait, Herolix can breathe underwater. He's a frog.
I don't think he's a water-breathing frog. Frogs can't breathe underwater. They have lungs. They can only breathe underwater when they're tadpoles.
Not- No amphibians.
Land or sea,
Matt.
pick a side.
But Matt, does Herolix
Says
have
Aquaman.
underwater? Hang on, do you know what?
An amphibian.
All right. While you're all doing your preparations and things like this, Fisheye Joe, who has been, working with the crew to get things ready, is he seems more excited now than he has for a long time. And he's like, all right, it's time. It's time to go.
We're sailing the ship out of the maelstrom.
Oh no, you sail it in.
Okay. I immediately
He grabs
tell
you by...
Archie the heading for directly into the maelstrom.
Do we
despite that is
need the boat?
superfluous.
Do we need the ship for this, or can we just jump in?
Oh no, you're gonna need the ship.
Fuck. I look to Solar to see if this is a terrible idea or not.
He holds out his hand towards the center of the maelstrom, and we watch as it kind of gets an extra depth of darkness to it. And he goes, "Look, it'll be fine. I'll get you there safely, as promised."
Our Captain, we should turn her about 30 degrees to make it for the heart of the maelstrom.
All right, homeward bound to Miranda Bay.
About there? Yeah, no.
Why is it? There we go. That's straight in. I don't like this.
As you start to descend in,
Nope.
We see the statuette of Blue start to glow as a bubble of magic, I guess would be the best way to put it, appears across the boat. And
Oh, that's right. We've got a few minutes of submersibles.
yep. And Fisheye Joe kind of runs to the bow of the ship and he's holding on white knuckled tight to the friend, goes, "It's time! We're going in!" He is looking absolutely manic at this point. As the ship
I'm not holding on at all.
as the ship descends into the center of the vortex. And I'm gonna leave the session there for the night.
Does it have teeth?
What was that?
Does the what have teeth?
Does the vortex have teeth? You know.
Give me a perception check.
Just a question.
No!
To ask.
Question.
Is it a boy vortex or a girl vortex?
Exactly.
Are we sexing vortexing now?
I just want to know if it has a uvula.
Mosh. No teeth.
No teeth.
Definitely stars though.
Oh,
And with that,
That's not where they're meant to be.
I'm gonna end the session
what are
there.
they doing there?
Wait, this is the wrong game.
Why?
There's no warrior cooks.
You okay there, Juliet?
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Alright, with our pirates having finally made it to the entrance to the Breathless Trench, they're about to go on a voyage unlike, well, I won't say unlike any other, but it is going to be a voyage like they have never experienced before. But if you want to know what happens, you'll have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, where we'll be continuing Hoist the Colors for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT, with music by Marco Gelfi. The VOD for this will be up by Wednesday at the latest. If you want to support the channel, subscribe, hit the bell if you're watching this on YouTube, all that other fun stuff. If you want to kind of throw a little bit of extra money towards the stream, I do have a Throne thing where
There's good stuff on that too.
there is some fun stuff on there. I've got Rusthenge up there at the moment because I want to run that on a Wednesday night for Dwarf and a couple of his peeps, and maybe some other
Yay.
that we can gather around. It's only a 1 to 4 adventure, so I figure, it won't take too long, and if people bounce off of it, it's not going to be any harm or any foul. Otherwise, I need to update it with a couple of other things. That said, well, we are probably going to raid to Dwarf. So, I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone! Bye! I will fix my butt.